Happy Friday, everybody. Ben Woods, 97.3, The Fan. Oh, yeah. Good to be here with all of you guys.
Kool-Aid,
Kool-Aid Man. Coming in hot. Oh, yeah. The worst. The worst song of the 80s.
One of my favorites.
Got an echo. It's probably me.
Oh, God, sorry.
That's me. It is.
you.
It was me. We got it. We got it. It's all good.
Sorry, guys.
Everything's been fixed up. Well, happy Friday, everybody. Thanks so much for being here. It's been a long week, certainly, but a fun week. They always are. Got a couple weeks left till we get out of here for spring training, and then it's really on, right? The road opens up and the gas pedal goes down, and here we go again into the 2026 season. Excited about it. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. He's the executive producer of the program. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Benjamin Higgins, the chairman. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It is Friday.
It is.
Friday. Glad to be here.
Me too. Very much. Oh, yeah?
I put you on TV yesterday.
Oh, no. Did you?
I did.
Without his consent?
Without your express written consent.
Well, think we know what's coming next. I'll talk to my people. What happened?
Your people are my people.
That's true. What happened?
Well, I was doing a couple of Padres stories for Channel 10, and I didn't have a lot of I needed a way to flesh it out a little bit. And the only person I had talking about the Miguel Andujar signing. By the way, his name is Miguel Andujar, not Miguel Andujar.
All right. Andujar.
And there was good. I had Paulie send me a clip of us talking about it yesterday on the show. And you had a nice, good, concise 20-second soundbite about your thoughts on the addition by the San Diego Padres, and I just included it in my piece yesterday. The only problem is that your face was sort of half on and half off the screen because your camera wasn't, you were kind of off to the side, so you were kind of
in there,
talking in the window and sort of not talking in the window, unfortunately. So if you can do a better job of centering yourself,
I'll try
on the camera.
Well, like right now,
forward.
You're literally split in half right now. You're doing the exact same thing.
Well, I was demonstrating what you were doing.
Otherwise, we switch it like that, and then...
Is that our view? That would... I think I could deal with that view.
Paulie, do you feel kind of lonely? Paulie's now at the bottom of our
like
screen.
Ben, Woods, Paul. I don't know. What do you guys think?
No, that's weird.
You like the tall?
I like the tall.
I think the tall works best, but sometimes Woods just kind of drifts.
I do. I will drift over to this side. I move a lot. I move around a lot.
You can set
too.
the camera up to follow you, but then you don't like that.
I don't like
then
that.
You'll like walk off screen to like take your shirt off or something.
I'll do that often.
Every couple hours.
Yes. Well, I get hot and then I get cold. Then I get hot, then I get cold. It's not me though. You guys agree.
No,
this
it's
studio,
not your fault.
This studio it's mercurial in here, man.
It really is.
You will be freezing your tees off,
hour
dude. And then the next thing you know,
cold,
you're like,
hour number 2 hot, hour number 3 cold, hour number 4 hot.
I'm a drifter, man. I really am in here. I really am a drifter. Obviously, today is a huge, huge day for me and my family. It's my son's 8th birthday. My beloved Lauren Bo Woods turns 8 years old today, and I laid in bed last night, scrolling through old pictures, sobbing uncontrollably. I cannot believe that he's 8 right now. I can't believe he made it. He's just the best kid, and I love him so much, so I just wanted to wish him a happy birthday. Just the little goat, man, is what he is.
Best.
He's the little goat. And I wanted to be a dad so bad, and he's the one that gave me that that gift. And so I just love him so much. If he's up right now listening or watching, happy birthday, buddy. I love you so.
Happy birthday, Bo.
Bobo.
There are obviously there's special things about every age of your children.
Yeah.
The innocence of the real youth, the baby, the just sweet baby.
He was never a sweet
years,
baby, actually. Never once.
Cute toddlers, but and then it's great when they get older and you can relate to them on a different level, but I do firmly believe that if you're going to have to pick kind of the best window for children, 8 to around 11 is probably the best you're going to get.
I'm really excited for that window to watch him grow. I've already seen him, grow so much, and he's just the coolest kid. I put it on Instagram last night. Like he's the coolest kid. The moment never gets too big for him, ever. It never does, and it never has. When we took him out to spring training a couple years ago, and Manny walked by, and Soto walked by, and guys were coming up to say hello. He never got like I would have gotten when I was a kid. Like, it's almost like he belonged. It was really weird. He's acted like a big leaguer since he was a kid. He just has, he's a hard dude to impress. You're like, hey, I got this. He's like, all right. He's just cool. He's just a cool kid. So I'm just blown away every day that I get to be his dad. So I'm very proud of him, very happy for him. He's got a cool birthday because tonight he gets to play in the semifinals and hopefully the finals of his flag football championship. So this is it. If he wins that first game, they go to the finals. If he wins that one, he wins a ring. And he's super fired up. His coach is psychotic. He's like texting all the parents, make sure your kids get a good night's sleep. If you have to keep them out of school tomorrow, that's okay too. Like, they really want this one. So
it's kind of setting up one way or the other, though. If he wins, obviously,
elite birthday.
Remember that birthday when we won the flag football championship? If he loses, it's tough because that's going to be a tough moment. Well, obviously, not winning and the frustration, and then having it come on your birthday. So
what I've learned about kids is that they're way more resilient.
True.
Than we are. He will be sad, and then he will be at the windmill in Carlsbad playing video games with his buddies after that, and won't give a rat's ass because guess what? New season starts in like 3 weeks. So it's not the end of the world. But I think for him, the opportunity to go out and win one tonight, he's really fired up.
I learned that lesson going to the Little League World Series in Williamsport a few times. And when you watch it on television and they get to the finals, and it means so much. I mean, the parents put so much into it. Then you're on television. You've been playing all summer, and you've won tournament after tournament, and you get to the final. And, I mean, it is a big deal.
It's
it doesn't
huge.
feel like a big deal. It's an actual big deal. And you get to the championship game. Someone wins and someone loses. And, of course, the TV cameras go to the dugout. And you see the tears streaming down the faces of the kids. And then the broadcast is over. And you left at home thinking, oh, those poor children. Why do they make them go through this? It's just this
too much pressure. Yeah.
But then the cameras go off. And literally 5 minutes later, they are laughing. They are sliding down the hills. They are jumping into the pool.
They don't show you that part.
And they don't show you that part. But they're kids again. And they are so resilient. And they bounce back so quickly from it. It's actually, I wish they would wait and come back. Hey, 15 minutes later, here's how happy they all are. They're fine again.
When you don't have a dog in the fight, it makes it so interesting to watch. Like, because I'll watch, it doesn't matter if it's Little League World Series, it could be the national championship in college football.
Yeah.
They always pan to the losing team and they find the kid that's crying or the guy that's just got his head buried in his hands. And you're like, this is heartbreaking. Like that's like the worst moment of their life. Yeah. And then 2 seconds later, the camera will pan to Francisco Mendoza or something like that. And it's like, now you're watching the greatest moment of that person's life. And it's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what Eric says. Every kid needs to learn how to lose. That's why sports are so important for youth. It's so true. And that's one thing I've noticed, man, after doing this now for a few years since he started playing sports. And I'm so glad I'm in lockstep with some of my coaches and that I work with, because it is important that they learn how to fail. And you have to. You're not going to complete every pass. Got your teammate, your buddy, he's going to drop one in the end zone. Bo dropped an easy touchdown last year in the end zone in the finals. Now they won, but this thing floated in the air. He was camped under it, took his eye off it for 1 second, booted it. And I'm like,
NFL players do that too.
And that's what I tell these guys, man. I said, guys, one kid the other day was crying at baseball practice because he struck out. And I go, hey, you better get used to it, man. Like if you are afraid to fail, you're in the wrong sport. Really, you're in the wrong avenue. Like, go do something else.
You're in the wrong world.
You're in the wrong world. So
we all fail.
I'm telling you, man, we kind of drill that into our kids too. Like, I don't care if you strike out at all. As long as you go up there and hack, bro, I don't care at all. But obviously he wants to win. His teammates want to win. They work really hard. So it'll be fun tonight, man. And his grandparents are in town. My folks got here last night, went to a nice dinner, went to the Henry, which I just adore that place. It's just my favorite restaurant, I think, in all of San Diego. I love it so much. We crushed dinner. Great dessert. I had the spare ribs.
Blame it on the Henry.
Yeah. had the spare ribs. Oh, dude. I mean, I would eat it for breakfast. It's
Is
so
this
good.
is this a sponsored
No.
post like Sammy Levitt?
This is
or
not
no?
this is not a sponsor.
Just checking.
I love that place. You shouldn't go there if you're listening, though. But I don't want it to get too crowded. But it's just unbelievable.
It is good. I've been
So we
twice. It's pretty good.
we crushed that, and so he's got his grandparents in town, and now he gets to play in front of them, and he's really fired up. So it should be a fun weekend. And then, strangely enough, he doesn't have a birthday party this year.
Really?
2 of his homies have birthday parties on Sunday, so he wants to go to those, but he doesn't have his own actual party. He picked a dinner. We're going to go to dinner. Now, Ben would be very, very pleased. I said, where do you want to go for dinner? Anywhere you want. It's your birthday, your 8th birthday. He said, I want to go to Bob's. Bob's Steak and Chop
Solid
House.
choice.
Very
solid choice.
I mean,
Bo
and
Woods.
it's like it's nice. It's nice. It's
tablecloths.
tablecloths. Yeah. I mean, it's fancy. So that's where he wanted to go. So the whole family's going out there on Saturday, playing a little hoops tomorrow. He's got the most packed dance card for his birthday weekend. So he's super fired up. But just want to tell him if he's up and listening, I love you. Happy birthday. And you are truly the GOAT.
As long as we're doing shout outs and congratulations, I'd like to congratulate our fearless leader, Adam Klug.
Oh, look at this guy.
This morning was named
Kiss
by
ass.
Barrett Sports Media the number 18 major market sports
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
director in America.
Who's better than that? Nobody.
I find it hard to believe there are 17 better people at their job
Yeah.
than Adam is.
I
But
agree.
I mean, you can't just jump from, off the list to number 1 in 1 year. So, make the climb all the way to the top. But congratulations to Adam on your achievements and just general competence at your job.
Now, we also finished 18.
That's right. We were 18
we
as
were
well
18.
earlier this week.
He was 18. I would have been mad if he were 17 and we were 18.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I would have been happier if he were 19, but I'm happy for him. But it would have been better if he was 19 and we were 18.
You feel
Just
like
a little
we're,
bit better.
is it a handcuff situation?
I think we're tied
Are we
together.
kind of connected
Yeah.
to, our fortunes and Adam's fortunes rise and fall on the same tides?
Purple said 17 other program directors are. It's very simple math, Ben. It is. But I don't think so. Not if you know him.
You must have been using Common Core math to figure that out.
This show, by the way,
Holy crap.
5 minutes ago, well, 15 minutes ago, before we logged on, I go, gentlemen, could you guys congregate around my computer for a moment? I want to show you a little something. And they did. And I pulled up a video that I got from my son's elementary school class. He's in 2nd grade. And it's one of his buddies. And I'm not going to play it because it's not my kid. But this kid is really good at well, we used to call it addition. Now they call it regrouping. And they are learning about
It looks like art class.
it looks like art class.
Regrouping.
It's called regrouping. And so I've seen of this.
Like what an army does
Yeah.
after a failed battle. We're going to do some regrouping.
It's like you go out, you get hammered, you wake up the next morning, you're in your crew, and you're like, we got to do some regrouping. All right. You get your Gatorades in you, get a couple of Advil, have a burrito. We're regrouping. So I call these guys over.
Puke and regroup.
Yeah, puke and regroup. So they got this little kid up at the board, and he's got an arithmetic problem, what we would call it. And it was, do you guys remember what it was? What
It
the
was
numbers?
68 plus 26.
Okay, yeah, that's it. So it was
94.
just 68 plus 26. So we're watching this video, and you've been through this?
My kids did have to go through Common Core.
They did.
I threw my hands up in the air, and
And you're
I could
logical
not-
and smart.
I could not do it. I was like, I'm sorry. I can give you the answer quite quickly. but
Easily.
the way the teachers want you to do it, I
Right.
can't help you. I cannot do it.
Oh,
So you bailed
I'm
on it.
lost.
I
yes.
looked it up this morning. I missed it by 1 year.
You're so lucky.
It said it was standard Common Core whatever initiative was like implemented the year after I graduated in 09,
I mean,
and I just missed it. Like, what did they do to like 14, 15, 16-year-old kids when that stuff all got implemented?
they
They're
didn't
like,
get grandfathered in, bro.
right. They should have.
They should have.
Because it's like how do you just go back and have to learn that all over again?
So I'm watching this video, and I would love to play it for you. Again, it's not my child. But there's this kid up at the board, and he's got his marker, and it says 68 plus 26. And the first thing he does, he goes over to that 6, and he underlines it.
It was written across 68 plus 26, not
on
68 top. And then 26 below it.
So he underlines the 6, then he underlines the 8. And then under the 6, he draws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles, little circles. Then under the 8, he draws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 circles. And that's when he lost me. He then started sending arrows and ones to places, and he ended up getting the right answer. Now, it took him about 3 minutes.
Right.
We would have just stacked it on top of each other. 26. I would have said 8 plus 6 is 14. I'm going to carry that 1, and I get 94. And then guess what? I move on with my day. I got 94. Correct answer. I don't understand.
I'm looking in the chat. All these parents are like, oh, yeah, Common Core, it was the worst. It was torture. SD Brother says, former math teacher here. I understand the intention of it.
Yeah.
Hard to teach logic that Common Core wants.
It's logic, right?
I certainly approve of the idea that it's better to learn a process than just try to memorize a bunch of things. A process will always serve you. You learn one process, you can solve every problem. But we live in a real world, and for most of us doing math, you just want to be able to quickly do 1- and 2-digit addition problems in your head.
And just be accurate.
Those are things you're going to have to run into in real life. If you run into, 15,827 plus 32,623, you're going to stick it in your phone in your calculator, and you're going to get that answer that way. No one's really going to make you do that math problem in real life. But you do want to be able to do the other ones quickly, and this is not quick.
No,
the way that they're teaching it, it's very slow.
And again, I was absolutely horrific at the math that I learned. I didn't have a math brain. I had an English brain, and he loves it. He loves math, and I don't think he's having any problem with this at all right now. But you're not going to get any help at home from the old man and probably the old lady. I don't know that it made any sense to me even a little bit as I watched this kid, this 8-year-old kid, describe how they came to that answer. I didn't get it. Also, it's just a simple addition problem. He needed like a whole chalkboard to do it. Like there was he used the whole board. What are you going to do if you're out in public?
I mean, how are you supposed to take
a time? Let me get my easel out.
Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, right. How are you supposed to take like a timed math test? It's going to take 5 minutes per simple problem.
Yeah. Maybe they give you fewer problems, though, on your math test now than they used to.
I don't know. Just in my head, I know this is stupid, like what I'm about to say, but it just feels like the way technology is rapidly increasing every year.
Yes.
I understand knowing the basics, mastering the basics and the stuff like humans should know by now what we actually need to learn and what we don't necessarily need to learn. I learned so much pointless crap that was in one ear and out the other as soon as the test was over in school that I've never applied in my life.
Well, it was all for our generations. I think both of them. It was a lot of memorization. And I wasn't good at memorization, which is hence why I used to have crib sheets of knowledge because I wasn't good at memorizing things. But you could give me a book and I could speed read my way through a book and you wouldn't know. I mean, I was an elite reader. So that's what I was good at. And so when I got to college, I decided, why would I do anything? I don't know what an English degree is going to be worth. Probably not much.
Right.
But I'm going to do something I enjoy in here. I'm not going to be business management. I'm not going to go into business. I want to do something I enjoy that I can learn. And I just think, I understand, I guess, the logic behind it, and it's teaching processes.
Now, you don't want to limit any kids.
No, you don't.
Maybe one or two kids goes on and becomes a math genius and, advances the field of mathematics. And we need those smart people still. And we can't just say,
oh, sure.
In third grade, you know what? You don't need to learn math. We've got a calculator. So you've got
to,
you have to keep the door open for the geniuses because we still need geniuses.
We do.
We do. And won't the geniuses out themselves anyway?
I hope so.
You know what I mean?
But you have to give them a chance.
You know how easy this is for me?
I'm saying
this is an effing joke. And watch you fumble around and F it up.
I guess
Drawing
I'm saying
circles all over the place.
You know,
It's not-
easy this is for me.
It's not-
Easy this is for me.
It's not so much like just teaching them how to pull out a calculator and do the problem.
Yeah.
It's more like, shouldn't they be learning more like electronic ways of solving a lot of these problems? Because technology is going to be around
It's not
every
going
part
away.
of their life.
It's not.
It's going to only get more and more integrated
Yes.
into their life. Like they should be learning Excel commands.
There's a story that I want to talk about today. It has to do with Major League Baseball and AI. And I don't know if you guys saw this yesterday, but holy smokes, it made my hair blow back. Have you guys seen this yet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God. We'll talk about it probably and don't do this. But yeah, man, like technology isn't really going away. I'm trying to wrap my head around what was wrong with 68 plus 26. I start in the right column. If I add 8 and 6 together, I can 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Put the 4 down, carry the 1, 6, 8, 9. It's right there. Like that's a process. There is a process in that I don't know. What's the difference in counting those circles and counting the numbers that are in that second column? That's what I'm trying to wrap
Not
my head around.
sure. I really am
don't.
not sure.
And you're like really logical and smart and things make sense to you. The fact that he threw his arms up and was like, you dudes are on your own. It does not bode well for your old pal Woodsy in here. So happy birthday, Bo. Got you a tutor for your birthday, and you will be spending the majority of your time with him or her.
Are you ready to get going on a Friday?
Let's get cranked.
All
dude.
right.
Let's crank our hogs today.
Let's take our first time out. When we come back, we'll set the menu for the Friday edition of Ben and Woods. We've got giveaways. We've got guests. We've got Padres news to discuss in our next segment, including more on a potential sale of the team. It was a big topic yesterday. Advancing that story forward on a Friday. Get our first check of traffic with Kelly Danick, and then back we come on a Friday on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please
just a
don't.
little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah.
Wrapping up the week with Ben and Woods on a Friday morning. Glad to have you with us. Here's what we've got coming up on the program today. We will talk some Padres here in just a moment. We now have more of a timeline for a potential sale on the San Diego Padres with some new reporting in The Athletic from Dennis Lin. We can get to that story and talk about some other baseball headlines, including
another signing by the Padres, too, that you were unaware of.
I was unaware of a Padres signing.
I got you taken care of.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, all you have to do is look to me.
I'm excited.
Point.
Oh, okay.
I will
let you know.
Then I got you dialed in.
I will let you know.
Right.
We'll get some other baseball news, including Tarek Skubal winning his arbitration hearing yesterday. In our 7 o'clock hour, we'll give away some Padres spring training tickets, our last 4-pack to give away, and qualify a listener for our grand prize drawing, 4 tickets to the Padres Giants game. And I believe Paulie has something in store for us at 7 o'clock as well.
I've been working.
I know he's been collecting some clips. I don't know what the end product is going to be, but
Got a Paul Reindl production for you coming up in about half an hour.
I'd love a Paul Reindl secret production. Now, I heard about it yesterday, but I didn't get any details. All I heard was the name, because I actually reached out to Paulie on Monday or Tuesday and go, hey, I've got an idea. And he goes, I'm already way ahead of you. And I went, that's all I needed.
I think he texted me on Tuesday afternoon, and I was like, I literally just started on this yesterday, Monday. I've been working on it all week. I'm excited for it.
When the brain waves between the three of us are going and like we're sharing information without having to speak it, that's when you know things are going well.
Kev, don't do this coming up at 7:20 as the Manuel Clase investigation continues to
good God, man,
expand.
What?
I mean, the new details. I mean, we thought it was bad before. It's getting much worse.
Did we originally think it was like two different instances, right?
I had like the video.
Pitches,
we go, that was blatant. That was stupid.
Okay.
Why did he do that?
They're
But
like,
a little more than that.
Yeah, I want to talk about this AI story in MLB too. It's beyond crazy. I can't believe you guys haven't seen this yet.
And then at 7:35, we'll be joined by our friend Darren Smith for his weekly check-in as SDFC. The season, of course, underway after the 4-1 win on Tuesday night over Pumas. They got the rematch in Mexico City coming up this following Tuesday. Darren will give us his thoughts on the win. We can talk some Padres baseball and more. Of course, all guests on Ben and Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. In our 8 o'clock hour, we'll have Take on Woods at 8:20. Of course, the Super Bowl is coming up on Sunday. They had the NFL honors, the awards yesterday, including the MVP, as you just heard, Matt Stafford winning the MVP award by 1 vote over Drake May.
Wow.
That is insane. And the fallout from that is pretty crazy,
It
too.
is.
It's pretty crazy.
It is. There's one voter who is taking a lot of heat.
I read the thread last night. I
did too.
He made some decent points, and we can talk about it.
Well, if you haven't seen it, and we can talk about it in our 8 o'clock hour, one of the voters went with Justin Herbert of the Chargers for the MVP of a mediocre Chargers team.
The lone vote.
Herbert didn't, even have particularly a great statistical season, but he had reasons, and he laid them out.
They were decent. They were decent. We've seen MVPs in other sports on losing teams that didn't make the playoffs. We've seen that before. They had just such a monster season, but they had monster seasons, right? Alex Rodriguez comes to mind. I think he
obviously good.
I think he won an MVP, but you're like, the Rangers didn't do anything, but he hit like 50 something bombs, and he had a great season. Herbert had a good year, but not an MVP caliber. So we can talk about
Josh Allen got a couple of votes as well. I don't see as much consternation about that, because I think we all kind of agree that if you had to pick a quarterback that you thought is the best one in the league, it's probably Josh Allen. But, those votes didn't go to either Drake May or Matthew Stafford and could have tipped the election in the end.
They should just make it a two-man vote from now on. Just pick the two guys and throw them up there, and that's it.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's a lot closer than that, though, and you end up with like a 3 or 4-way race. But 9 o'clock, we'll have our biggest fan announcement, Reindl Report, and get you to 10 o'clock and our weekend starting. But let's begin by talking about your San Diego Padres and the latest on a potential sale of the team. It was a big topic yesterday. We got a little more information today, and we'll do that after another check of traffic with Kelly here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Kent Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Couple problems in the North County. It looks like tow truck is helping to clear a stall out of the HOV lane south on 15 right before Miramar Road. And in Rainbow, a collision involving a car and a big rig. 76 at Rice Canyon Road. Looks like you may have lanes blocked there. Heads up, San Diego. The next long weekend is coming up. Get road ready now. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Get you in and out fast. No appointment needed. Real pros check lights, fluids, and tires with any oil change. Locations and coupons at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios, we know how. It's Ben & Woods. And if you missed yesterday's program, made a little bit of news with our guest, Eben Novy-Williams from Sportico, who was the one that dropped a couple of new names in the potential sale of the San Diego Padres. And we discussed Dan Friedkin and Jose Feliciano, who both own English Premier League teams and have both reportedly expressed interest in purchasing the San Diego Padres. No idea how serious either are on that pursuit. We also, even not in Sportico's piece, but Eben told us that there's potentially an Asian consortium, likely from Korea, that has been expressing interest in the San Diego Padres. Now, yesterday, advancing the story was Dennis Lin from The Athletic, and Lin reporting that, according to sources, they will be getting all the bids in probably by the end of February. That's a timeline.
So you put a timeline on it. Guys, if you're interested, thanks for kicking the tires. Thanks for coming down for the tour and, enjoying these fruit plates that we've laid out. Took the tour. Here's the idea. Get us your bids by this date, if you are so interested.
Correct. Which means don't really know, what those bids are going to be yet. I wasn't sure if, have all these guys already submitted an offer and they're kind of reviewing the offers, or no. It sounds like they haven't actually officially received any bids yet. They're still in the, I guess if you were a real estate agent, they're still showing the house.
Yeah.
You got an open house, walk through Petco Park. Here's the team. Probably give them a overlook at some of the financial numbers, the books, so to speak, for potential buyers. And then the Padres will go over probably the buyers' finances and how they plan to purchase the team if they do make a bid, and go through all of that. So that once the bids come in, I would think the process could move fairly quickly at that point. I mean, there may be a chance for a second bid, up your offer, but I doubt after the first bids are in, we're talking about months and months before they pick an owner. At that point, you've made your bid, you pick the best bid, and you start moving on and look to finalize the sale.
So again, probably a very rudimentary description of how this goes, but
I'm sure
it's a, we made the bid and we accept your bid to buy the San Diego Padres. From there, do you know the next steps? I'm assuming it needs to be approved by Major League Baseball and the board of owners, and they all have to vote yes.
I believe it's 3/4 of the owners will need to approve. I assume there's a financial review process, like escrow, get all the money together once you've offered your bid and whatever that, the process is in the contract that you've signed to make the purchase, and then goes to a meeting. Usually it's a regularly scheduled meeting. They're not specially making a new meeting just to approve an owner, but whenever the next owners meeting is down the line, they'll have a presentation and the owners will make a vote. And if they have their ducks in a row, it usually is a pretty pro forma, like rubber stamp. Okay, we think this guy's got the money, and we looked into it, probably did a little background checking, and you are worthy of being part of the fraternity of 30 Major League Baseball owners. Approve it, and at that point, control passes over to a new control person and a new owner for the San Diego Padres.
Well, I mean, if it's Joe Lacob, right? So if it's Joe, this dude wants a baseball team, and I think he wants a baseball team in the worst way. According to Dennis's article, it says he has previously pursued the Angels, the Athletics, and the Dodgers. So he really wants to be in the baseball business in Southern California. Another little nugget that some people latched onto essentially said, although Lacob and his teams are located in the Bay Area, he would not look to move the Padres out of Southern California, according to people familiar with his thinking. Now, I did see people splitting those hairs and saying, well, Southern California isn't San Diego. Had it said San Diego, they would have felt better. Now, again, Northern California is the Bay Area. I cannot wrap my head feasibly around, let's move to Oakland from here. It doesn't make sense to me. Then again, it never made sense to me for the football team to move from here to Carson to L.A., where they're still kind of struggling for a foothold there. And so I guess in the world of sports, Ben, Paul, you guys listening, you never say never. Anything can happen. It would be in my opinion, it would be the dumbest move in history, but I thought the Chargers moving was pretty dumb.
At least,
but you saw the writing on the wall.
At least with the Chargers move, there was no team. I mean, they were the second team in LA, but they didn't have a stadium deal here. Right. The Padres have a beautiful stadium. It is packed every night. There are already two other teams up in the Los Angeles area. But what really convinces me that there's no chance that this is going to happen
is worth a conversation.
It drives me nuts too.
Is the direction that Major League Baseball's television rights are headed. What MLB is trying to do is minimize the impact of local TV rights. They're not going to let the Padres move to become a second team in LA just so they can try to sign a giant TV deal like the Dodgers. They'd never get it, by the way, but that's not what Major League Baseball is trying to do. They're trying to take away the Dodgers deal. So there really would be no advantage in leaving. I mean, where else in Southern California would be Riverside?
Oh, that would be beautiful.
I'm sure Joe Lacob is just dying to move the Padres up to Riverside as the new team up there. It doesn't make any sense. You have a beautiful downtown ballpark that is packed every night. That is one of the crown jewels now of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Let's stop talking about silliness just because we were burned by the Chargers and had our hearts broken. You can't always live like it's about to happen again because it's not going to happen again.
Gator Padres said Riverside, so convenient. Oh, when I get to go anywhere and get to drive through Riverside, that's what I always think. Beautiful and super convenient. Never any
Have you seen
traffic that makes you want to choke yourself?
When we go out to Palm Springs, and Palm Springs is okay, but I'm mostly excited for the stopping in Riverside and doing some shopping.
I assume we have a lot of tier ones who have to drive through that corridor, the 215.
Oh my God,
the 60 going up
makes me pucker every time.
Every time when I went up to Henderson recently, you drive through there. Have you seen the logistical warehouses that they build for places like Amazon and FedEx?
Skechers.
They're like miles long. It's like a building, and it's like a 2-mile long building. And it's like, here's Semi Bay 1. Here's Semi Bay 847. And they go just one after another.
It's like 150 Costco's all combined into one.
It's wild, dude.
I mean, these buildings you can see from Mars, I think. They're unbelievably large.
It's crazy. It is just crazy. It makes me want to die every time I have to drive through there. I'm like, I have to mentally prepare myself. I'm like,
it's like an ennui of going.
The drive from Encinitas to Petco can get a little hairy at times. Nothing like driving up there. So I don't think that's going to happen, guys. But hey, listen, like I said, man, you'd be foolish to think, to sit in here and say it's never happening because sports are weird and a lot of teams have moved and nobody ever expected them to. But again, Joe Lacob he'd be insane if he wanted to buy this team and even consider moving it to the Bay Area. Nothing against the Bay Area and Oakland. I wish they had the A's still. I wish they could have figured it out. I wish Major League Baseball wouldn't have literally just green-lighted all of their dumb moves and let them do what they wanted to move to Vegas. If you wanted to move to Vegas, just put a team in Vegas, expand. But they didn't. So that's it's going to lead to people speculating and thinking about it. But the good news for us, I think, if it's any of these guys, it feels like a a good fit. Any three of them. The first two guys have a lot more money, but Joe Lacob has a desire to win, and he wants to be in baseball, so that makes me happy.
I do like that all three of the names that we know, at least right now, all have sports ties as well.
I do too.
I think that's important, that it's not just like their first venture into sports and they've made all their money in totally other separate ways and they've never really had an interest in it. Like, this tells me, at least, whether it's the Premier League team owners or Lacob with the Warriors, who've all been successful, like, that tells me that they're invested.
Rioni in our chat says, I'm literally driving on the 215 in Riverside as we speak.
Sorry about that.
So sorry.
Think about that. Hold on for a second. You're watching our YouTube stream and you're posting in our YouTube channel.
We don't call him out. He's all right.
They are very important. They have a driver. They're in the back
driving
seat
them
on their iPad watching us.
Possible traffic is at a stand. It's actually likely the traffic is at a standstill. Be safe, though, Rioni. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, you pointed at me. Padres yesterday made a signing. Now, again, not confirmed yet, but we saw it from this person's agent. Does the name Leandro Cedeno mean anything to you at all?
No.
Have you ever heard of Leandro?
I've heard of other Cedeno. Is he related to
trouble with the curveball in Major League?
Oh, no,
Ronnie
that was
Cedeno,
Serrano.
Andujar Cedeno.
Nope. John Heyman tweeted 12 hours ago. Padres have signed first base outfielder Leandro Cedeno to
that entire
minor league contract. Cedeno, 27, spent the past 3 seasons playing in Japan for Oryx and Seibu. He's represented by the MAS agency. Now, you see this and go, oh, okay, depth piece, whatever, flyer. I can't imagine it's very much money. Then you watch a video of him hit a 527-foot home run in Double-A, not a typo, longest home run in minor league baseball and Major League Baseball since StatCast began tracking in 2015. I'm going to say this about Leandro Cedeno. He's a big dude, like a big right-handed bat.
Healthy looking.
He is... You want him on your squad. If something goes down, you want Leandro Cedeno having your back. He looks great. I mean, he looks great. So I think, again, a flyer, 100% flyer, but an interesting. I love an interesting flyer. I have no skin off my back, and it's no skin off your back as a Padre fan.
So when Leandro Cedeno starts the National League All-Star game this summer, after hitting 24 home runs before the
first
break,
half,
we're going to go back to this moment and go,
told you.
What a pickup by A.J. Preller.
Yeah, man. So again.
Well, he is Paulie just found a picture of him in his Oryx Buffaloes jersey. Looks like
he stings the baseball. That
is a big boy.
So, hey, listen, you just put that guy in and let him cook and see what happens, man. See what happens. Let him. I'm happy for him. Gets another opportunity to try to make the big league. So 27 years old. And first base outfielder looks, to me, just the eyeball test looks more like a designated hitter in my eyes. But again, right-handed power bat and 527-foot home run is nothing to sneeze at, certainly.
Meanwhile, in other baseball news yesterday, the decision came in on the Tarek Skubal arbitration case.
We were right.
And Tarek Skubal won. He's going to get $32 million this season after the Tigers had submitted a number at $19 million. Skubal submitted his number at 32. The arbitrators listened to both sides and said, well, it's closer to 32, so you get $32 million. I did think it was interesting. I saw it reported that there was no negotiations by the Tigers. Once they submitted the numbers, there was no idea of meeting in the middle. How's 26 sound, Terry?
Right.
They're what is known as a file and trial team.
File and trial.
And it's probably the exact opposite of A.J. Preller's strategy, but they use the deadline of submitting the numbers as like the pressure point on players. Like, hey, if you don't come to an agreement before we submit our numbers, we don't talk to you again. We just meet you in the arbitration hearing. Well, didn't work out very well for the Tigers. They're going to pay $13 million more than they wanted to. Now, everyone was like taught in baseball was saying this was a pivotal arbitration case. I don't know how many 2-time Cy Young Award back-to-back winners are really going to come up for arbitration in the future.
What Paul Skeens might.
He might.
He's the next candidate to do it with that team that he plays for.
I mean, for this final year of arbitration, that'll be in 4 years if they don't sign him. I would be shocked if the Pittsburgh Pirates still have Paul Skeens, but have not signed him or traded him in 4 years and just have decided we're just going to use every drop of Paul Skeens until he becomes a free agent.
That's weird.
It's possible. I mean, that's what the Tigers did with Skubal.
I think they would just focus on his pitching. Just use him for pitching. They'll just use they just want his pitches.
Right.
Right.
Which is what the Tigers are. I mean, it's a valid strategy.
It is. Squeeze it.
Squeeze him for everything he's got this year and then let some other team pay him $500 million. And who knows what they're getting at that point because you've worked him hard. It's a tough. I mean, do you not feel a responsibility for Tarek Skubal's future career? If you're the Tigers this year and you know we're keeping you, but we're not re-signing you, how responsible are you with your usage of Tarek Skubal?
Well, I mean, you would think that that's our guy still. He's still in uniform.
Right.
Yeah, we had some quibbles over money, but that's Tarek Skubal. He's my opening day starter.
I'm not saying you're trying to injure him, but why not press him? You know, we can get 225 innings out of him this year.
Because you don't want the reputation. Reputationally, I think it's important. And again, like, look, guys that are listening right now that are 65 years old are screaming at the radio. Well, back in my day, nobody cared about nothing. We just went out and threw 300 innings. I understand that. And
also weren't making that kind of money.
To an extent, I agree with you. But, you know, if I'm a pitcher, I pitch. But you have to be stewards of these guys' careers as well because it looks bad on you if you're not.
I want to follow up on what you just said because I think it's important. We will also get to Paulie's audio masterpiece of the month coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. In the Bill House Studios, we know how. Ben and Woods, hour number 2. And you mentioned as we were going to break, people who are listening talking about Tarek Skubal and, putting innings on his arm, going, well, back in the day, guys threw 300 innings. They were out there all the time.
Yeah.
But, how many careers were ruined?
Lots.
Danny Koufax being obviously.
Kerry Wood, Mark Pryor. List goes
Brandon
on.
Webb.
Yeah.
Mark the Bird Fidrich.
Yeah.
You had Fernando Valenzuela was overused by the Dodgers as a young sensation and never was the same later in his career. They've gotten much better. You can say, oh, they're babying pitchers' arms.
Skubal went 195 innings last year.
Right. That's reasonable.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a full season, but it's not 250 to 300 innings.
He went 192 the year before when he won the Cy Young. So he's a durable guy. And yeah, they're gonna if they do end up keeping him, Benny, they're not gonna shoot for anything more than that. Would be my guess. But they're trying to win. If they keep Skubal and Framber Valdez at the top of their rotation, that's a very clear indicator to me that the Detroit Tigers are wanting to take advantage of the division in which they play and make some waves out there in the AL Central.
We hail the late great Randy Jones.
Yeah.
In his 2 All-Star and 1 Cy Young season, 285 and then 315 and a third innings.
That's absolutely
crazy.
bananas.
But he was never the same after that.
Right.
That was not smart. We hail him for the complete games and we eulogize. He was eulogized. Like, can you believe he had 25 complete games that season? But that's not smart. Even back then, it wasn't smart to pitch that much. They just didn't know.
Well, they learned a lot.
Yes, we've learned tons in the last 50 years about arms. And,
it's, there's a happy medium between paying Blake Snell $30 million to pitch 61 innings and, running a guy out there for 325 innings. There is a happy medium. That 180 innings pitched to me is, hey, man, you go 180 for us last year? That's pretty damn good. Like, I think we all take guys that'll go out there and throw 180 innings. That's why Dylan Cease was valuable. It's why they paid him $30 million a year because, yeah, man, weren't always the cleanest innings, certainly, but the stuff is there, the durability's there, and you can go 180 innings, and I think that's important. I absolutely think that's important. Tim Lincecum, another arm that was probably ruined back in the day.
Good
and
call.
But the other thing is, how many rings did Timmy Lincecum win? He did it. Like, if it works, it works. Randy Jones pitched all those innings and never really played for a winner. That's the tough part. I went out there and left this arm dangling. Won a Cy Young. That's pretty cool. But, not to ever win the big prize is pretty tough. He did his part.
Yeah. Yes.
Did his part.
It's not his fault that the rest of the team.
Yep.
But Tim Lincecum could have done the same thing. And, the Giants, if the other guys didn't do their part, then he would have been left with a career in ruins and no rings to show for it. So it's hard to say that, it was worth it because I won the rings, but you're not in control of that by yourself.
I bet if you asked him, he'd I could have 2 more years in the bigs or these rings that I've got. I bet he takes.
But if he hadn't won the rings, though, he probably would have said, man, I wish I could have pitched more years and had more chances at it.
Kerry Wood was another great example. A great example. And again, guys are going to get injured. Sometimes it's from overuse. Sometimes it's from the way that they're built, and it just, lauding. I think Tarek Skubal, if you're the Tigers, Benny, I think you just keep doing with him what you've done, which is 192 and 195. You stay in that zone for Tarek Skubal, and then you can absolutely, you're not ruining this guy's career when he's going into a free agent year.
No. My question is, will the Tigers, if they know they have no interest in bringing him back as a free agent,
save him all year?
Will they push him more year?
I don't know. I don't think they will. I think, again, you stay around what you've done. I don't think it's going to be a concerted effort of hey, let's crush this guy. Let's leave him out there for one more inning just because we've got him.
But I don't think that's how managers think. I think a lot of managers nowadays, especially first half of the season. All right, my guy's gone 6. He's still looking really good. I know he can go another 1 or 2, but it's a long season. let's pull him out now so we don't get his innings count up too high. If you know you're not going to bring a guy back, though,
do you leave him out?
Do you just leave him out? He's still throwing great. No one's gonna yell at you on May 15th when Tarek Skubal has seven shutout innings, 2 hits, and he's at 92 pitches, and they decide to put him back out for the 8th. You might not do that, though, if you've invested 8 years, hundreds of millions of dollars in him. You might pull him back, but if you know, well, he's going to be gone at the end of the year. It's only 92. I mean, he might get to 105. No one's gonna call me Dusty Baker for putting him out there for 105. But that's 13 more pitches, and maybe the next start is another 17 pitches, another 12. By the end of the year, you've thrown an extra 45 innings and another, 800 pitches, and that could have an impact on his arm.
We saw it here in San Diego. Bob Melvin having to be the steward of Josh Hader's arm, and we didn't like it. Josh Hader's not really liked around these parts, but it was also Josh Hader saying, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go extra innings. Like, it's different. It's different. The pitcher is like, give me the ball. Tanner Scott was that guy when he was here. He's like, I don't give a rip. When you need me, call me if you need me. I will go. We love that about baseball players.
And what happened to Tanner Scott?
I know.
Next year?
Terrible. He got paid. He got paid like a madman, but he was really ineffective and then got a hemorrhoid and had to miss the World Series. So, things happen, but I don't know. There's just so much that goes into it, man. Craig Stammen and all managers, they got their work cut out for them every year, trying to win ball games, appease the fans, appease the ownership, appease the players, and protect these guys. Because again, no one wants to ruin some dude's career just because he may or may not be leaving in free agency. I just don't think that's smart business. And again, you don't want to get that reputation as a team, because then the next free agent pitcher is like, yeah, you guys are actually offering me a little bit of money, but I saw what you did to Skubal last year, and I'm not trying to have that in my last year of before free agency or something. Right. So it's just a tough thing.
Meanwhile, it's the end of Super Bowl week. Yesterday they had the halftime show press conference, which is a tradition where they interview the performing artist. Did not get a lot of details out of Bad Bunny about what was going to happen during the show. Any special guests? He said not gonna spill the secrets. Not gonna spill the secrets.
They never do. I feel like they never do.
Of course.
Well, listen,
why do we still ask?
The modern world in which we live in is that people get upset about everything. And some people are upset that Bad Bunny's performing. I don't listen to Bad Bunny, but I'm excited to see Bad Bunny.
I can't wait.
I think it's going to be incredible, because the Super Bowl halftime show, one thing you do learn is I don't necessarily listen to this artist, but my God, what a performance. They raise the bar every single year. Kendrick last year, I'm not a Kendrick fan, but I thought he knocked it out of the park. I didn't even think it was that good last year. I thought it was awesome. Was Kendrick last year?
That was last year.
I thought he did great.
Rihanna was before that.
Except for his jeans. I did not like his jeans. I thought you could do, if you're at the Super Bowl, you can do a little better than jeans.
Fashion statement last year.
I know. Believe you me, Paulie. He can pull it off, is what I'm saying. I couldn't do it.
But everybody, I was thinking of the last, 5 to 10 Super Bowl shows. I'm like, they've been fine.
Remember The Weeknd was so good.
The Weeknd was good.
The Weeknd
was
Ben.
Mirrors. I didn't like that one.
He loved it.
I thought Usher was good. I think Rihanna was probably my favorite in the last 5 years. She was so good. Beyonce was good.
Yep.
Bruno Mars was good when he's done it.
See, I don't even like Bruno Mars, but I was like, all right, sounds good.
I think he was performing at the Grammys, and I said to Megan, I go, you know what? If Bruno Mars just does that for the next 30 years, I don't think anyone's really upset about it. I don't search out his music very often, but when it comes on, I'm not mad about it.
He'll go to his Las Vegas residency in 15 years when he's doing all of his hits in a show, and
I don't mind when he's performing on TV.
They'll make it look good.
So listen, if you're not happy with it, the thing about these days, there's other options for you. So we decided that here on Ben and Woods, you guys can make your choice, and this is just another option for you. Remember they used to do the Puppy Bowl,
right?
Too.
They still do.
You've got this other one with Kid Rock. You've got all kinds of alternate halftime shows. Listen, just about giving our people more options. So Paulie came up with this. This is Bad Benny.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show.
You look good.
Live from the studios of 97.3 The Fan. Good morning, San Diego, and welcome to Ben
This Ben.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Wow.
And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York, and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your body. Too sexy for your body. In a way, I'm disco dancing. I'm a model.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Medley time. I love a medley.
You know the Blue Moon song? For some reason, I made it my mission to be able to sing that one, the doo-wop version of that.
Crowd.
Bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, dang, 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 dang,
Wow. Crowd's going nuts. They're going nuts.
I wanted to thank everybody in the audience this morning. Just you guys are absolutely incredible. Your passion drives us, gets me up in the morning, really, really early in the morning to do this. And I don't even mind it anymore. All right, here we go. She had a place in his life. He never made her think twice. As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know. He's watching her go.
They're going nuts for him.
But what a fool believes.
Wow!
He sees the wise man has the power.
Oh, man.
All right, you want to do one more?
Listen to him. Oh, yes. Is this?
What do we get for $10? Everything you want. Everything? Everything. Oh, don't do that, baby. Ah, hold on this. Oh, sock it to me. Miso. 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 Morning. We love you long time. Sitting at home with my on hard. So I got the black book for a freak call, picked up the telephone, then dialed the 7 digits, said, yo, this is Marquis, baby. Are you down with it? I arrived at her house, knocked on the door, not having no idea of what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning. I have an appetite for sex. Get miso. Morning. Miso. 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 Morning. We love you long time. Wow. Thank you, San Diego.
I mean, what a medley. I mean, you really cover
I can't
many
I'd
generations.
forgotten about Right Said Fred when I had my laryngitis. And
You're so sick.
my
dude.
voice
I'm
had
too
dropped.
sexy for my body. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Sick as a dog. Like,
Oh my god.
I would go ahead and say,
That's all, Paulie. That's amazing because everything happened on the show. You just went to the archives and
I had all of that
dead, dude.
just
The
there.
crowd noises was what got me. I would go ahead and say, Paulie, go ahead and chalk that up to best of for the urine review. Thank you very much. We will be playing that in December. Man, that was incredible, Paulie. Great work, dude. So good.
Paulie deserves a bonus from Odyssey for that one.
I think
I love that.
my favorite part of producing that was probably Ben's stage banter.
The banter was elite. Putting the
And
banter in. Hello, everybody.
chopping up sentences
Yeah.
for like some pregnant pauses and like dramatic effect.
We'll need to hear it later in the show as well. We'll replay that later for sure. I mean, just incredible.
Live from the studios of 97.3 The Fan. Good morning, San Diego.
Sounds
and
real.
welcome to Ben.
Welcome to Ben.
So that was that was actually a clip from our very first hour here on 97.3 The Fan.
Is
We
that right?
played it before.
Oh, yeah. I was very
And
excited
Ben,
that day.
he opened the show. He goes, broadcasting
live
from San Diego. It's
Oh,
Ben.
man.
And then he paused and he goes, and Woods. And I
Unreal.
just, it was, so
Well, I was
good.
excited because we've been streaming for about 3 months
Yeah, we got
prior
the
to
gig.
that.
Got the
And
gig.
then we were finally back on the air, so that was exciting.
You know the Blue Moon song?
The whole
For some
imagine
reason, I
as
made
a
it
guy at the Super Bowl. Hey, you guys know the Blue Moon song?
Bad Bunny goes, hey, you guys
You
ever
guys know
heard
the Blue
Three Blind Mice?
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening. This
For
could
some
be
reason,
the
I
entire
made it my
set
mission
list
to
for
be-
Bad Bunny.
Your banter is
Oh, God.
was elite, Paulie. That was so well done.
Thank you.
It's gonna cost you, Adam. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Just gonna cost you, pal. Sorry about it.
All right, we've got Don't Do This is coming up next, Woods.
AI is coming to your favorite big leaguer, and it is, well, extremely weird.
And Emmanuel Clase was a little more aggressive with the gambling scandal than we previously knew. We will get to all of that coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, no athlete gets to the highest level alone. There's always a coach, always a strategy. Retirement shouldn't be any different. Trying to navigate market swings, inflation, and healthcare costs on your own can be overwhelming, especially with everything changing so fast. That's where Trajan Wealth comes in. TRAJANwealth.com. Their fiduciary advisors take the time to understand your goals, your risk tolerance, and your timeline. They're independent, so they're not locked into one product or approach. Everything is customized. Trajan Wealth is local with offices in Carlsbad and Del Mar, and they work with people who want confidence, not constant worry. If you've got an old 401k like I did or investments you haven't looked at in years, this might be the nudge you needed. You can start by calling 619-367-0207. That's 619-367-0207. Or take a few minutes online at TRAJANwealth.com. And when you're ready, everything begins at TRAJANwealth.com. Trajan Wealth, plan smarter, dream bigger. Advisory services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor client. Paid advertisement, additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Get right to this. We've got Darren Smith coming up at the bottom of the hour. Don't do this. Brought to you by Dixie Line Lumber and Home Centers, helping San Diego homeowners and contractors fix it, build it,
enjoy it.
Yeah, I had my own DDT yesterday.
You did?
When I lost control of my saliva during the show and the live stream.
It made my day and my children. Thank you for
You're
them
welcome.
mocking you
Paulie,
in my car.
I appreciate you immortalizing it in a video, remix video.
Yeah, go follow us on
Slow-mo, close up,
follow us on
the
Instagram
ways.
at Ben and Woods. You will see it. You will die. The Haktua mention in there.
But what was so interesting is it happened yesterday while I was talking about Trajan Wealth.
Yes.
And then I just was talking about Trajan Wealth again, and I felt my mouth like watering again. And I was like,
you love money. God, you love money.
You heard me stop. You heard me stop.
I did.
And I stopped because I had to swallow because it was going to happen again if I wasn't careful. For some reason, I just get very juicy when I talk about Trajan Wealth.
That should be their tagline. like don't even like guys. We red alert meeting, urgent meeting. Get in here. We've got a new tagline. I just get very juicy when I talk about Trajan.
I guess
Wealth.
I do. I'm just very excited about.
I get that way when I talk
our
about
new partner,
Sydney Sweeney, not Trajan Wealth, but that's fantastic.
All right, let's
stuff.
get to DDT. We'll start with the surprising news yesterday. We already knew about the gambling scandal, at least we thought, involving Cleveland Guardians pitcher Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz, but we had thought it was just like, a couple of instances of throwing a ball and, to start his outing for people who would bet on the first pitch. But according to court documents, they say that there were suspicious pitches to benefit bettors in at least 48 games over 2 years. So a wide-ranging gambling conspiracy involving one of the top relief pitchers in the game. I mean, this is This is truly an enormous story.
It really, really is.
I always thought it was a big story, but if it was just like one or two pitches, didn't impact like an entire season.
Yeah.
You know what? But you do that 48 times, that's going to impact a number of at-bats. You're going to give up walks. You're falling behind in the count. That changes the course of the game, potentially a season. That changes the integrity of the game completely.
The integrity of the season.
It was never okay, but it feels so much worse now.
So much worse. And again, I saw a guy on the thread last night. He goes, you know what, man? If you want to bring up the Black Sox scandal of 19, when was it, 18 or 19?
19.
I never remember.
18 or 19. Yeah.
You want to bring up the Black Sox scandal? Those guys made like 75 cents a start. So I can get behind it a little bit. Now it's the World Series.
Understand it.
I at least understand it, not get behind it. But I can understand they played for the worst owner in sports who paid them a pittance, would keep them from hitting their performance bonuses would rest them for months so they wouldn't get their money. And all he wanted to do was just get like all the innings and everything out of these guys as he could without having to pay them. You can kind of it doesn't make sense with Emmanuel Clase. He made a ton of money. He was set to make even more money. The Emmanuel Clase train was nowhere near pulling into the station.
No.
This is not the end of his career where he's going, I got like a year left, dude, and I'm underwater financially. Like he had
really
another
$30,000.
He had another contract ahead of him.
He accepted, they say, he accepted thousands of dollars, just thousands, not hundreds of thousands, not millions, to help bettors in the Dominican Republic win at least $460,000. Even the $460,000 that the bettors were winning is a pittance compared to what he is and was going to earn in his career.
He didn't even do it for himself, really.
Right.
Man, it's just such a bummer. I love watching that guy pitch. I loved it. But now he's done, man. He's done. And now in the city of Cleveland, man, you are a pariah forever, my friend. Pretty interesting story here. I saw this yesterday. MLB players launch AI avatars for fan chats. So it's a deal that Major League Baseball players.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yep. It will capture each player's active voice, their personality, and speaking style for real-time text or voice talk with fans. These private conversations build context over time, with fans paying for interactions and digital goods. Revenue shared back with players through group licensing. So the players, from their perspective, they're like, oh, you're just going to take all my info, turn me into an avatar with my voice, and fans can ask me questions. I can respond back, but I don't actually have to do anything, and you're going to pay me a buttload of money to do it. Sounds good. I'm in.
Hi, this is Jackson Merrill.
Hey, Jackson. Jackson, I'm having some trouble at home. The wife and I have been at each other's throats a little bit. Any advice for a guy like me?
Hi, this is Jackson Merrill.
Okay, we have a glitch in the matrix right now, bro. The tweets on it. So it's creepy, but you got to hear some of the tweets on it. So hold on.
Okay.
David Grossman tweets me. So the demons that I can only see, they're real, and I'm the only one who can stop them with my special psychic powers. Blake Snell. That's absolutely right. Keep going. You're onto something huge here. Your psychic powers are the key.
Dog.
It's so gnarly. Yeah, it's just gonna be insane. It's gonna be
That's a good question, baby.
It's gonna be insane.
Blake, what's your favorite fruit? I like peaches and strawberries. Do you have a particular favorite fruit that you enjoy?
Pineapple.
Yeah, okay. There you go.
I feel like, here's my worry. There's going to be some people who don't understand.
Bro, are you kidding?
And I feel like there's going to be now like 2 million Mrs. Otanis, or who think they're Mrs. Otani out there because they've interacted with him on what they think is a real like chat, and they've gotten romantic with these bots that are Major League Baseball players.
It's
creepy.
Creepy, man. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just something that you need to be careful with. The amount of people, myself included, that fall for AI stuff online all the time, it's just going to be
only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse, man. These deep fakes and this AI stuff is like, oh man.
I'm almost to the point where anything I see online,
I just don't trust it.
Immediately don't believe it.
I don't trust it
until I see it from at least a few other places and go from there.
I
But
mean,
it's tough, man.
It's real. It's really kind of creepy, man. It is.
Finally, do this.
DD mega
Saw some
doo-doo.
videos of like Lindsey Vonn doing some squats, and I go, all right, but can she really ski down a mountain 1 week after rupturing her ACL? And the answer this morning is a resounding yes. She went on a practice downhill run, and to all trained observers, looked pretty solid.
Video yesterday of her literally doing squats on it with a torn ACL.
Yeah,
Man,
She's a freak.
in the best way.
and that is don't and do this for a Friday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Darren Smith's coming up. Before we do anything else, though, let's give away some spring training tickets, our last 4-pack of tickets to a Padres spring training game this week at the Peoria Sports Complex. Plus, you'll qualify for a shot at our grand prize, 4 tickets to the Padres-Giants game at Petco Park on April 1st. Be the 4th caller at 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. You get your own spring training tickets now at PeoriaBaseball.com. Darren Smith set to join us next year. Ben Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Congratulations to David, won our 4-pack of tickets to the Peoria Sports Complex. We'll be there in just a couple of weeks, broadcasting live from Padres spring training, February 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Our next guest, Darren Smith, has made many trips to Peoria, Arizona. Going to talk some SDFC. He may have undersold Mike Uvaris' team. We talked about, this is going to be a tough one, obviously, without any training going into the season. And wow, what a second half for SDFC against Pumas on Tuesday night. We'll get to Darren right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Accident has cleared in Rainbow, the 76 at Rice Canyon, so speeds are getting back to normal there. Now an accident blocking the HOV lane south on 15 right before Via Rancho Parkway. Further down, tow truck has cleared a stalled vehicle out of the HOV lane right before Miramar Road. Heads up, San Diego, the next long weekend is coming up. Get road ready now. Valvoline Instant Oil Change gets you in and out fast, no appointment needed. Real pros check lights, fluids, and tires with any oil change. Locations and coupons at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
We know Darren Smith's a bit of a world traveler, although it looks on our YouTube stream as though he's in Reykjavik, Iceland, or somewhere in the far north with the Aurora Borealis behind him on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline, joined by Darren Smith on 97.3 The Fan.
Beautiful. Where are you right now?
I just wanted to hear you say it again.
Reykjavik?
Aurora
Borealis.
Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that
I
right?
just wanted to hear you say that. The way you say that, you're such a pro.
He is such a pro.
Did you see him? And I'm not drooling all over myself.
Did you see him drool all over himself yesterday?
It's a new era. People didn't used to see us do that stuff.
Exactly.
I know.
When we used to just spit all over the That's why like there was such a hesitancy to like get back on YouTube. It's like, well, what if I just spit all over myself? Then I become viral. And
I'll say this about Darren, an incredible broadcaster, a bit of a fidgeter behind the microphone.
Me and him both.
Yeah.
I do. You're right about that.
I would hear that.
Thank you.
I'd be driving home from Mighty 1090, and I would hear him getting into it and wearing his mic out, just wearing it out. And I'm like, oh, I know what he's doing, but I'm the same, and I'm chewing pens.
It's a bad habit.
It
really is. And it's gotten to the point where I would fidget with the microphone so much. And thank you now, because now I'm putting my hands
sitting on your hands.
Yeah. That I used to loosen the screws accidentally, and it would literally fall off of the arm in the middle of a segment and clatter to the table and make all sorts of noise. And then I'm holding it and trying to speak, and then I have to cough. So I have definitely run myself into some trouble just messing around with the microphones. Thank you for pointing that out.
It's hard to sit here for 4 hours, man. It's hard. Like I need to be moving.
I kind of move around. I have a lot of nervous energy and I'm kind of twitchy.
Yep,
so,
same.
Again, like that's why I chose radio.
Yeah.
Not television.
TV.
Because I don't know what to do with my hands, so I'm not really clear what it is or where it is. I'm not a great picture taker. It just doesn't, I don't know. There's just like an awkwardness to all of this. So I'm not sure how to make it happen.
Yeah, believe you me. I mean, this is my experience every day of my life, D. Smith. Man, I told the fellas on Tuesday, I said, look, I'm cashed. I mean, I am absolutely wiped. Got to get the kids down, but I'm going to make it through the first half of the SDFC game and the SDSU game. You guys, Ben, you'll be up for the second half. You can fill me in. And watched both. Got through the half and was like, all right, didn't go to bed. I felt the Aztecs were going to pull it out, no problem. They looked pretty good. And I thought SDFC looked really good. That one goal, though, one of the most beautiful goals I've ever seen with very limited viewing experience, but it was absolutely incredible, stunning, all of it. And I go, all right, maybe not their night tonight. They're just getting their feet wet. I woke up and Hannah told me it was 4-1. And I go, you have it wrong. You're looking at the wrong logo. I said, babe, oftentimes in soccer, they switch like the home. I go, just find that. She goes, it's 4-1, dummy. I'm literally looking at it. And I mean, I shot out of bed. I was like, no way. I missed 4 goals. I really did. I missed all 4.
It was incredible. I mean, it's one of those games where you're watching it. Like you said, you see one of the best goals, maybe the best goal that we've ever seen in Snapdragon Stadium. And, and then Pumas just goes, all right, well, we're good. We're not interested in scoring anymore. We have our one away goal, which we talked about the significance of last week. And we're good. We're just content to shut this down. We're just going to park the bus here. We don't want the ball. You take the ball. And, that was their approach. And maybe they could have pushed for a second there and it would have changed the whole dynamic of this matchup. But they did what they did. And SDFC's dominating in every way imaginable, except on the scoreboard, where you're down 1-0 and you're starting to think now, approaching the 70th minute, is it going to be one of these games where you're going to lose on one shot? They have one amazing shot and they might roll out of here with a win. I always felt like one was coming, and sometimes, as these guys say, one does lead to 2. But man, I'd be lying if I thought 4 was on the table. I just the way that thing caved in, the way it is that those guys just you could see it was like a switch right around the 68th minute, 70th minute. Where those guys just went into, they just dominated. It was corner kick after corner kick. It was free kick. It was shot. It was an incredible thing to watch. It was really one of the best 20-minute stretches that this club has ever had. They played such a smart way. They had such a great game plan. And, to give them credit and to echo what my guy Mikey said afterwards, they've had 3 weeks to prepare for this. This Pumas team has been playing competitively for over a month, and it was just as impressive as it gets. You feel pretty good, but in the back of your mind, sometimes these second legs, that's where these things are decided. So playing at altitude, playing on Tuesday, the vibes were incredible at Snapdragon Stadium. The job's not done, but my goodness, what a performance that was.
I want to ask you, Darren, something from a soccer perspective. It's obviously a bicycle upside down goal like that is so spectacular, but the goal by Manu Dua that tied the game, the header off the corner kick, when it's coming, it's coming at you, but you have to redirect it in the same direction, not, forward, but kind of backwards and twist your neck and make it go. That seems to me like secretly one of the harder things to do in soccer. And that changed the entire course of the game, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, changed it in terms of the dynamic. Like you could sort of see their energy. You could see like they're, and obviously crowd gets, even more amped, and the players. Yeah, it's a glancing header. And it is. It's it's a finesse type thing. Like there's different words that are often used to describe the type of header. Is it a towering header? Is it this? Is it a snap? And this is one where you do have to guide it, and he is guiding it into the far post. And he did say afterwards that they've been working on that, and he's got the skills to do so many different things in this game. He's just such a talented player. What he does defensively just shocks you at 20 years of age. And, to be now part of that, to show that aspect of his game as well, to be able to find him, have him rise up above like he did. And then, just have the IQ to put that ball in a place where you're getting it past one of the great goalkeepers that we've seen in this generation is really like a special thing for him. And he was so beaming afterwards, and he's such a likable guy. And he's, just got such this amazing smile. And, he did say that they've been working on that, and it certainly paid off for him, which is great.
Talking to our pal Darren Smith here on Ben and Woods this morning. Let's talk a little Padres ownership, Darren. I think, with every day, maybe another hurdle is jumped, or, get a little closer to the resolution. A couple of new names jumped on the scene this week. Wanted to get your take on those guys. Again, connected to Premier League soccer. What do you know about Friedkin and Feliciano? That's right.
I don't know much about them other than, what's available for all of us.
Yeah.
Right. Which, is just a simple search engine bit of research. I mean, I know the teams that they have, and, it's just like the timing is interesting because I was just listening to a podcast earlier this week about Chelsea, and how unhappy their fans are. Like their fans just don't think this thing is being run right. Their manager recently left.
Which one is that one?
That's
Chelsea.
Feliciano.
That's Feliciano. Okay.
Yeah. That's Feliciano, Jose Feliciano, Clear Lake, and that's the one also.
Right.
Todd Bowley of the Dodgers. He's part of that same ownership group. And the manager walked away. He's like, I don't know, this thing, like their ambitions aren't aligned with us. Like, we want to win. They don't, they treat this thing like a hedge fund. The Everton story is an interesting one. Woodsy, you've been to Liverpool, so you know what kind of city that is. This is a team that was on the brink for 3 or 4 straight years of being relegated, all sorts of financial distress. Team that was circling the drain, and to the point where, again, like some fans like, maybe we need to bottom out, maybe we need to get relegated because we need like real ownership change around here. And the Friedkin group went in there and absolved a lot of the debt, which is something maybe that applies in the Padres situation. Converted debt into equity. Smart people. They also own a team in Rome. Obviously. And I've never heard of Dan Friedkin, but he's from San Diego, and his family has a business and started business here. And they're like significant human beings, right? Like he's like a real dude with like lots of money. And we all know Joe Lacob, and depending on who you talk to from the Bay Area, Joe Lacob is like incredibly responsible for the rise of the Golden State Warriors, or, things just lined up and Steph Curry, I mean,
Steph Curry showed
Jordan
up
of this era, right?
Yeah.
So who was it? Like, was it Jerry Reinsdorf or was it Michael Jordan? Not sure. Was it Joe Lacob?
Michael Jordan.
I'm pretty
Steph
sure.
Curry.
Yeah, it was
probably
Michael
both,
Jordan.
right? So yeah. I mean, that's what I know. I sort of judge it just based on the status of the teams that they represent. And, I think it's exciting. I don't know that there's any wrong answer. I don't know that any of this has anything to do with anything about the Padres, frankly.
Right.
But, I mean, we all have to sort of, form our own opinions here, or at least learn a little bit about these people, because it feels like this is happening like quickly. So, makes you excited. It makes you a little nervous.
Yes.
Sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. But, I think a lot of people probably disagree about the current state of affairs. But like let's get going. Like I'm anxious to see what it looks like here when this thing is finally done and dusted.
Talking to Darren Smith. For now, though, it's still John Seidler's team, and, ultimately he's going to authorize or not authorize any moves, which I thought interesting reporting just this hour from John Heyman, who says, for a pitcher with alleged flaws, Framber Valdez sure was popular. The Padres showed late interest. It says, Jays, Twins, Orioles also in. Of course, he signed a giant deal with the Tigers. Does that say anything to you, though, that, A.J. Preller is being authorized to at least talk to a guy who ended up making $38 million a year? Now, obviously, the Padres weren't going to go that high, but they can't have been discussing Framber, would you like 4 like they gave to Andujar? I mean, that there certainly had to be some sort of thought that AJ could go down that road and at least come up with a creative offer to Framber Valdez, which tells me that maybe there's a little bit more to wiggle room, still to play with than we've been led to believe. I don't know, Darren, if that says anything to you at all.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just PR, right? Maybe, oh yeah, of course came in second on that guy. That was like a
Pirates
classic.
thing. Pirates like doing that.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Red
there was
Sox
a time where the
checked
Padres
in.
did that.
Padres did it.
I mean, rest in peace. Kevin Towers used to say, yeah, like that was part of us. Like what we would do, like we do enough to finish second. We do enough to finish second or third. But hey, we were in the conversation because hope is a real thing for fans. And maybe they were serious bidders for Framber Valdez. I don't know where that would have come from. Maybe that was part of some other decisions here, lining other things up, or maybe, sometimes you say you're in on somebody. People hold it against Adrian Gonzalez to this day, that he got traded. And I always remember that era. They had like $30 million to give him. And they're like, well, Adrian should have taken less to stay here. Like he got like $180 million from the Red Sox. The Padres had 30, and people like still to this day feel like, Tony Gwynn took less to stay here. How come, Adrian Gonzalez could? Like they had no money. Like they had none. Like they $30 million compared to 180 or whatever it was is a joke. So, I mean, it's good to hear, you don't have to get that guy though. I mean, you could have spent that money in other places and not having spent 120 or whatever it was. So I don't know what's left out there that you have resources for at this point. It's kind of unclear to me, but maybe there's some reason to think that some things could happen.
Man, I'm with you. And about Preller, like we've heard from people, he said it himself. He's kind of alluded to it. Like, I'm just focused on building the roster right now. He's got a year left on his deal. This is the last year of his contract. You get the sense, you know him pretty well. You've talked to him many times over the years. You get the sense that he wants to make sure who he wants to see. Like, wouldn't it behoove him to wait to see who the new owner is before he says, yeah, I'll sign up for 5 more years of this? Or, if a guy comes in and is like, look, we're going to let you play out the rest of your deal. It's important to him to see who the new guy is and what his plan is and how much he wants to win before he commits to staying.
Yeah, I mean, and I think, if that's what's happening, I can appreciate that, that he's not just rushing in to sign a contract and just potentially get blown out after a year or two, right, and walk away with some money. If that's what's happening. And, I don't know, I've sensed for months, even though I got dragged for it on social media, that, that he was taking a more cautious approach to seeing what the future looked like here in San Diego. And, that last season could have been it. I don't think that's the case any longer, but, that was a real thing. And like, I think that's okay. Like, I think that's okay. Like, I think if I were him in his situation, that's probably how I would be internally wired. Now, would I want to be turning down extensions? I don't know, man. I don't know. But if that's the case and he's got, at least some thought about, am I going to be compatible with the new owner? Or, is this just going to end poorly for me? I think I can appreciate that if that's the situation for him, because, I do. I think a lot of people listen. And even in my own career, there were times where I just rushed in to sign contracts and I was like, whatever. I don't care who's running this station, like, what do I care? Like, just give me a couple of years. I get to live in San Diego comfortably, and he could be doing that. But if in fact he's the one that's tapping the brakes, then, I think maybe that says something about him, which I can appreciate.
I will say this. I'm far from a billionaire, but if I was and I wanted to buy the Padres, my first order of business would be locking up AJ Preller.
Sure.
I would feel like I don't want to find another general manager. This guy has shown the ability to put together a winning team here in San Diego that no one has, quite frankly, ever really done consistently before. So, Darren, that's what I would do. So whether or not it gets done now or after a new owner comes in, I would think that most people would want to keep AJ around.
I would think so. Certainly you would at least want him to restock this farm system, which is ranked 30th in all these different services. Like, it's kind of shocking. That's something I would probably do is at the very least have him do his thing and restock the whole system. But lots of these guys maybe, would look at and say, there's some track record of success around here, but maybe sometimes people, new guys, new situations, they want to bring in their own people, right? So it's just the way it goes. It's not always a reflection on the quality of the work of the person who ends up being replaced. It's just kind of the way these things work sometimes. And, you want to bring in different coaches and different managers and different general managers and people, if you don't know him, you might not be as enamored with him or as connected with him, let's say, as some of us around town are. And I certainly can understand that too. But yes, I think that I would have already had this guy signed if he was willing to do so.
Darren, we'll let you get back to the third leg of the Iditarod. We appreciate your time as always. We'll chat with you again next Friday.
Thanks, brother.
All right, boys. Have a great weekend.
See you.
Darren Smith on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. We got some Take on Woods coming up. We'll talk a little NFL. We had our Hall of Famers, including Drew Brees, former Charger, getting in hour number 3 next with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Halfway home on a Friday. Ben Woods, 97.3. The Fan, great to be here. I domed me out right before we were coming on. Got a message in the chat that says, from Tier 1B, George, you guys on? What? I think so. I think we're here.
Well, we were
on.
a little late coming back because we went long with Darren Smith, as we sometimes do. We have such good conversations with Darren that we sometimes deviate from our normal clock, which is starting right at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, we usually start at the very start of the hour.
Yeah. Okay.
And so if it's 8:03 and you get in your car and you're hearing commercials, you're thinking, oh no.
Uh-oh.
It happened.
It happened.
Finally.
They're done. They're out. They're out of the building. Finally happened. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. And then SD Brothers says, but you rush Craig off. I don't think so. We've gone long with Craig before.
Mm-hmm. We have gone long with Craig before.
Don't worry about what we're doing, all right? Relax out there, SD Brothers. Settle down.
It's good to be disciplined when it comes to the mechanics of radio. That's generally my job. But sometimes we go long with Darren. Sometimes we go long with Craig.
Yeah. Sometimes we just go long. Just relax out there. It's Friday.
Sometimes I read a liner. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by GL Pools, the company trusted by thousands of San Diegans to keep their pools sparkling, swim ready, and expertly maintained. Call GL Pools now and say radio for a free month of service.
Sometimes you drool all over yourself in the middle of a spot. That has also happened many times. Well, not many times, but just the once that we have on video. I watched it 50 times easily yesterday. Paulie putting that out. You know what? Today is National Compliment Day, by the way. So I'm going to give you a compliment, Ben. You sending that out on your own social media, which you don't do a lot on social media. Very, very weird social media presence on Instagram. It's very weird. You resending that out, I go, that's how you do it. That's well done. So that's a compliment.
Paulie went through a lot of work to put it together. I added a bit of a comment, but that's about it.
It was great. Yeah. It was great. That's just, you know what? That's what happens. You're like, I'm going to wear this and I'm going to look like an idiot and I'm going to do it anyway. And you did it. That's a compliment to you. You leaned into it.
And we all have saliva.
We do. We do.
I just opened Ben's Instagram.
Yeah.
You know how like you can just do like one full screen swipe up and it takes you like maybe a year back or something on somebody's profile. I did one swipe up on Ben's Instagram.
How far back are we going? 4 years, 5 years?
Back to your second post 12 years ago when you were you posted a very like just a weird up close picture of AFC Defensive Player of the Week Corey Liuget of the San Diego Chargers.
There it is, Corey Liuget.
There's Corey Liuget.
A little foggy. It just says, here's
still,
what,
still have the same phone. Like
yes, it said. It's an AFC Defensive Player of the Week, Corey Liuget of the San Diego Chargers. Okay,
I just gave it a like.
The next one was a very grainy, foggy picture of a sneak peek inside Petco Park as the setup for tomorrow's Paul McCartney concert. Then opening day, nice. Then morning at the Little League World Series in South Williamsport, PA.
No, I haven't been there a long time.
And then one of the practice fields at the Little League World Series. No drought here, no sprinklers either. And then another
I remember being
of
fascinated that they had no sprinklers on all of their fields because it rained enough that they never needed to like have sprinklers. Because you would, if you didn't put sprinklers on a field in San Diego, the grass would be dead in 3 weeks.
Yep.
But that's not how it is in Pennsylvania.
Got a little Fowler Park action. Yeah, I mean, he just, and then to look at that last night and see, Chris has went from National Compliment Day to roasting Ben's Instagram. My compliment to you, sir, is that you really leaned into that drool. It was severe.
Your compliment was thanks for letting us make fun of you.
Yeah.
Now we're going to continue to make fun of you. For
Now
else.
we're just going to go down the other road. Any compliments for me or us? Paulie, my compliment to you is your Ben Bunny segment was incredible.
And
you put your head down. Nobody even had to tell you to do it. He had the assertiveness and the will and drive to do it on his own. And that is a dream.
My compliment to you, Woods, is you're a good dad.
Thank you.
You're the dad of an 8-year-old now. You FaceTimed him a little while ago during a break to wish him a happy birthday. And I know how tiring this job can be, yet you always seem to muster the energy needed to be an active part of your children's lives, and I think you do a really good job of that.
Thank you, man. My greatest joy is being their father, and also my biggest nightmare sometimes is being their father. You are one of my greatest joys, but they're pretty amazing kids, dude. And I got to FaceTime and wish them a happy birthday. Very, very, very solid. Now, how about one for Paulie?
Paulie, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Paulie's always so solid, like dependable,
yes,
solid,
yes,
competent.
Yes.
You're very competent. And while that doesn't sound like a glowing compliment from me, I think competence is like the
Sexy.
ultimate sign of
yes
what I'm looking for in a person.
I appreciate that. I think it's more just competent by association, maybe.
By comparison to everyone else.
Just by you guys.
Generally, if Paulie needs to do something,
Paulie, that Instagram reel was so well done. I'm like, well, compared to what you guys would have done, I mean, yeah,
it's true.
Granted, there are great Instagram, follows that are, but you can do anything, like whatever it is. If you have to figure something out, Paulie will figure it out.
I give up,
and
quick.
he will get it done. And I don't know what happens between the age of with 34 now. 35 now and 50.
Yeah.
But at some point,
there's a big technology gap.
At some point, you start losing the will to figure it out.
100%.
And I don't know why that is, because I always used to love figuring it out.
Yeah, it's just the way it is, though. I mean, I'm 15 years younger than you guys. Those 15 years are like the internet, and computers and like stuff like that. So I just grew up with it. People that are 20 now, they're way smarter than I am.
Yeah.
15 years younger than me,
Sure.
like they know so much more. They're all investing in, crypto and
we're just trying to hold on to the skills that we have.
Yeah,
now,
for sure.
we're just trying to get by.
Amassed. Like, just don't lose as quickly as possible the skills we already have.
There's not too many other skills I feel like I want to learn. You guys know me. I am constantly searching. I'm passionate about a million different things. I have wide interests. I like music and art and playing the guitar and all that. But there's not anything that I can think of yet that's come into that's around my purview that I go, I need to get into that. Like, I want to master the art of chess, or I want to, do something else.
I want to learn another language.
That would be cool. I also, because my
I feel
dream,
like it's got to be so much easier now than like when we were in school or something.
It is, but
all the apps.
So that's the thing, dude, is my fantasy for years was to retire, and I wanted to go live for like a year in Europe, in Paris mostly. So knowing that is still a possibility, maybe, and a pie in the sky dream to do even 6 months, 3 months, a summer would be great. Just to live somewhere else for 3 months and go around Europe would be awesome. I know it's there. I know I can get Duolingo to start learning the language. I'm not going to. I can just tell you right now, I'm not going. It's not that much of a burning desire that I'm going to be like sitting on a weekend being like, let me go cram this hour-long lesson in. I'm just not.
If you were getting paid like a good salary to learn French,
then I could
do it. You could sit down,
Correct.
put your 8 hours a day, and put your discipline in. But as a hobby, knowing how tough it's going to be, it's kind of daunting. And by the way, your brains do change as you get older. Like, kids can absorb so much. But at this point, we're kind of locked into how we think. So we could learn other languages, but we're always going to kind of filter it back through English, I think, which means we're never going to be completely fluent. Like, how people say, oh, I think in French or Spanish now.
Right.
No, we'll always think in English at this point. We may be able to muddle around and translate our way into another language if we had to, but I don't think we'll ever think in another language. I'm so impressed when I cover SDFC how easily Mike Uvaris goes back and forth between Spanish and English.
It's so impressive.
Dealing with the media
man.
is very impressive.
AJ Preller can do a pretty good job.
Yeah,
of that
AJ
as well.
Preller does a very decent job.
It's so impressive, man. It really is. It's I wish I had it. I wish I would have, you know back in the day.
My wishes always nowadays are more like, I wish I could be not necessarily on the ground floor of things, but just be on the scene a little quicker. I feel like with everything,
we're always late.
I'm like years behind.
It's because we work in
television
radio,
or
dude.
movies.
Yes,
Right.
it's because we work in radio.
Yeah. Like there are just so many things where you're like, why am I getting into this? At the height of the excitement.
Correct.
It's been 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is.
Like Jelly Roll.
Why do you always have to bring Jelly Roll up
You
on
never
this show?
know, though. Like, if you had told me, crypto would be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Of course you would have bought it.
But you could have also just gotten into, Boomerang, or MySpace and gone, oh, well, that lasted for a few months. Then we all moved on to something else. You never know which ones are going to be.
What the hell is Boomerang?
Remember, it was like a social media app where you would,
Was it?
You post a video, like really short clips.
What? No, that was called something else.
That was
no. What am I thinking of?
Not
Really short
Boomerang.
video clips.
Oh my God. It was Instagram owned.
Yeah. See, we don't even remember what they're called.
Real? No.
No, somebody's going to have it.
We'll just wait. This show comes to a grinding halt.
Vine. My wife is
That's what it
screaming
was.
at the
Screaming.
TV right now. I
Vine.
know.
Thank you.
Vine.
I remember you could
Vine.
do a boomerang on your social media, but
Right.
that wasn't
No,
a thing.
Vine is what I was thinking.
Vine was elite.
Boomerang
Vine.
was like a 1 second little like.
I thought
video.
Vine was going to last forever. Forever.
Vine walked so TikTok could run.
That's right. And TikTok just smoked it. But yeah, we're always late to stuff. I've realized I'm not that. I'll never be that guy. If it happens to me, I will have fallen blindly into it. Somebody will have told me, you better do this, and you do it now.
I mean, you and I talked 2 days ago whenever Benny was out. We talked for like 5 minutes about how we both have gotten the bug hard on like baseball cards and collectibles and all of that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 6 years ago, people were like starting to get back into it. And again, it's like, why am I doing this? What is it about me? I wait so long.
I turned my nose up at it 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And look at me now.
I get in at the hype.
Yeah.
At the height of the hype.
heist. Yeah. When everything's the most expensive.
Everything is so expensive. You're like, God, just you moron.
Guys, go check out Apple stock. Check that out. That's a little hot tip for you guys here on 97.3 The Fan. No, I'm with you. But somebody said in the chat, Ben, keep up the good work is more of a command than a compliment. And it is, actually.
Well, I don't want him to stop the good work. I know that.
I think the compliment is you do great work.
That's true.
That's it.
You do great work, Paulie.
There it is.
Thank you.
Perfect.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line for Take on Woods, final game of the week. I believe we've had qualifiers all week long for our 1 week prize, the Guns N' Roses tickets to Snapdragon Stadium. If you'd like to play our musical, TV, or movie trivia contest next, call now 833-288-0973, 833-288-0973. We'll have Woods take on a Tier 1 when we come back with Bennett Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. As we head into this weekend, where you're probably going to be indulging a little bit while watching football on Sunday, I want you to keep SD Fat Loss in mind for Monday. It is not too late to set a new you and new goals for 2026, because if you start the program next week, you could be a brand new you right there at the start of baseball season. 2 months, up to a pound of fat per day loss, 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. For me, that meant losing 40 pounds in 60 days, and I did it eating real foods, things that I liked. I got to pick. I ate a lot of chicken, ate some steak, ate some fish, a lot of vegetables, but I did it in the right times and the right portions. As I was coached to do by my great counselor at sdfatloss.com, you'll have the same experience when you sign up. Get a free consultation, sdfatloss.com, and if you sign up for the program, get $200 off right now in the month of February. And by the way, you're not like a lot of other programs then ask you to buy meals or shakes or bars or injections can be expensive as well. Plus, you have to just keep doing them or you're not going to keep the weight off. With sdfatloss.com, it's a sustainable program. You can maintain that weight loss. I've kept my weight off now for close to 3 years. You can be the next success story by going to sdfatloss.com. That's sdfatloss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
To 97.3 The Fan beginning next week for Sam Levitt's coverage live from Padres Spring Training in Peoria, presented by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Sammy making his final preparations, getting all the laundry done, reorganized his closet yesterday, and we'll be heading out to Arizona on Monday. I believe we're going to be joined by him Tuesday, correct?
Mm-hmm. Somebody commented on his cleaning out the closet video and said, and with that, the disorganization has come to an end. Just crushed it.
I don't think he totally nailed the closet reorganization.
Oh, really?
Ooh, you're going to critique Sam Levitt on anything
national
social media.
Yeah, you are. But hey, how's Corey Leggett doing?
Like the fact that didn't take me, 5 minutes to scroll back and find.
It's it was from 2014. We are 12 years removed.
I take a less is more approach to social media.
We know. You're going to rip Sam Levitt's cleaning out his closet video.
I'm not
and post a
ripping
picture
him.
of Corey Leggett.
I'm just saying.
From 1 foot away, by the way. Were you right here when you took this photo? Here's NFC. Here's Corey Leggett.
I'm just saying, I don't think Sammy was being sponsored by some closet organizing company.
No.
That was just kind of on his own, doing a little tidying up.
I'm dead, man.
All right. And you know what? I don't have time for all this because I'm putting together Take on Woods categories every day. It's time to play today's game. Take on Woods brought to you by Bay Alarm. Security and fire alarms for every business. We got you, and I believe we've got Frank on the line today. Frank, you ready to play?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. You get your choice of categories: movies, music, or television. And if you can beat or tie Woods, we'll put you into our weekly grand prize. It wraps up today. It is tickets to see Guns N' Roses, 2 tickets at Snapdragon Stadium on September 2nd. Tickets are available at Ticketmaster.com. All right, here are your category choices. We've got movies, martial arts, 5 movies loaded with martial arts action. Music, MLB teams, song titles or bands that include an official Major League Baseball team nickname. And then finally, TV by the numbers, 5 television series that had a number in its title. So martial arts, movies, MLB teams, music, or TV by the numbers. TV, Frank, what would you like to play?
TV with number in the title.
TV with numbers in the title. All right, our second straight TV category. Today on Take on Woods, again, we're looking for 5 television series that had a number or numbers in the title. And for the first time, we will be starting with our 2-second TV theme song. Paulie is going to play a clip from the show's TV theme song. You're going to need to identify the show just based on the music. Remember, it does have a number in the title, and then we'll have our 4 questions. If you want to pass any of them, we'll come back to it if there's time left on the clock. Frank, are you ready to play?
Ready.
All right. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. TV by the numbers is the category. Frank, your time begins when Paulie plays the TV theme song. Good luck. Let's take on Woods.
Pass.
Tina Fey created and starred as Liz Lemon in what satirical sitcom based on her time as head writer for Saturday Night Live?
The first one was 21 Jump Street.
Incorrect. Tina Fey created and starred as Liz Lemon in what satirical sitcom based on her time as head writer for Saturday Night Live?
30 Rock.
Correct. Counterterrorism agent Jack Bauer saved the day in real time in which groundbreaking Fox drama?
Pass.
Johnny Depp starred in which late 80s Fox series about youthful-looking undercover rookie cops?
21 Jump Street.
Correct. Marla Gibbs starred as a sharp-tongued housewife in which late 80s NBC sitcom set in and around a fictional apartment building in Washington, D.C.?
227.
Correct. Counterterrorism agent Jack Bauer saved the day in real time in which groundbreaking Fox drama? Oh, so close, but we didn't get 24, but we did get 30 Rock, 21 Jump Street, and 227. You missed Beverly Hills 90210. So we got 3 total there. Let's get Woods back in here. This could be an interesting game today. It's a television category again. Won't give you the category.
The
but
listeners are catching on.
I will tell you that for the first time, we will start with our 2-second TV theme song.
Okay.
Which means you'll just get the TV, a clip of the TV theme. You got to name the song. Okay. All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins when Paulie plays our music. Good luck, Woods. Let's take on Frank.
Beverly Hills 90210.
Correct. Tina Fey created and starred as Liz Lemon in what satirical sitcom based on her time as head writer for Saturday Night Live?
30 Rock.
Correct. Counterterrorism agent Jack Bauer saved the day in real time in which
24.
Correct. Johnny Depp starred in which late 80s Fox series?
21 Jump Street.
Correct. Marla Gibbs starred as a sharp-tongued housewife in which late 80s NBC sitcom set in and around a fictional apartment building in Washington, D.C.?
DC. Marla Gibbs.
Any idea the category?
No. You got 21. Something with numbers? I don't know. 69 Taints.
No. 227 was the name of that show. But 4-3, you have won a TV category.
I did. Oh, my
Woods,
God.
You did
yes.
it. You snuck it out of her Frank today.
What he missed?
He missed 24, and he missed Beverly Hills 90210.
I never even saw 24, and I got that.
I wasn't sure if you'd get 90210, but that
was one of my favorite shows ever.
I guess so.
Kidding? We've talked about this before.
Did. That's true.
I wanted the Luke Perry sideburns. Could never really get them to fill in. And so I did like a half-ass version. I wanted to look like Brady Anderson or Dylan. Remember Brady Anderson had those killer sideburns, and it was the thing. It was all the rage back then. And I tried to grow mine, and it just wouldn't quite come in, but I did it anyway.
Just short of mutton chops. You don't want to go too far.
No. Like I couldn't. They just wouldn't fill in at the bottom, and I looked like a putz. But I did it anyway because I wanted those sideburns.
He was a trendsetter.
I love that show. Love that show.
All right, let's take a quick timeout. When we come back, we had some football news yesterday, including new Hall of Famers, MVP, offensive, defensive players of the year, and some controversy that came along with all of it. We'll get to that next with Bennett Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
As we head into the weekend, Woods and I would like to invite you to make a plan to visit 7 Mile Casino, San Diego's closest and best card room. In fact, the weekend is a great time to visit because when you go to 7 Mile and have a meal at Sammy's, you can go for the brunch on the weekends, which is voted best in the South County, available Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. But once you're there, Woods, so much else you can do.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can go there and play cards. That's what you want to do. You go sit down and play some California-style blackjack. Teach you the finer points of the game in there as well. It's such a blast. You get that little charge every time you sit down at the California-style blackjack table. Texas Hold'em, Pai Gow, Baccarat. But it's just a cool place to hang out. It's a good vibe in there, as the kids say. They got a great patio, overlooks the bay. It's everything that you need. It's like a one-stop shop for fun.
You're just going to head south on the 5. You're going to get off at E. You're already there on Bay Boulevard. It's kind of the frontage road to the freeway. Within about a quarter of a mile, you're pulling right into the parking lot. You get into a spot, you walk right in. It's right there in front of you. So easy, so accessible. It's 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
Got our biggest fan announcement coming up at the top of the hour. Call out another name to qualify for the grand prize. The night in our Odyssey suite, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean cuisine. Stay tuned for that. We will talk a little football here on a Friday after last night's NFL Honors Award ceremonies. Hall of Famers named. Matthew Stafford is the MVP and some controversy around that. We'll get to that after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Still a couple of problems in the North County. Crash blocking the 2 left lanes, South 5 coastline near La Costa. Also, eastbound 78 accident clearing up near Nordall Road. But now, westbound 78 reports of a crash on the Twin Oaks Valley Road off-ramp. Southbound 15 still seeing a little residual from this earlier accident before Via Rancho Parkway. Also, a collision westbound 52 before the 5. Those vehicles are over to the right shoulder. Heads up, San Diego. The next long weekend is coming up. Get road ready now. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Get you in and out fast. No appointment needed. Real pros check lights, fluids, and tires with any oil change. Locations and coupons at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, a 15-minute drive-through oil change. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
So in one of the closest MVP votes in any sport, by one single vote, Matthew Stafford edged out Drake May to be the NFL most valuable player. I had trouble deciding between the two. I think there was a very legitimate case to be made for either player. The case against Drake May, of course, was New England played a much easier schedule, whereas Matthew Stafford, had a much tougher road to get the Rams to where they wanted to be. And ultimately, I think in our heart of hearts, you probably think, at least at this juncture of their careers, Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback than Drake May.
Sure.
Head to head. But, you do have that narrative of Drake May leading a team from the bottom of the pack all the way now to the Super Bowl. And obviously they voted before the playoffs had started, but nothing has changed that. And it ended up very close. And I don't have a problem with that. What?
Well, let me run through real quick. So just to compare the two guys together, both played 17 games. The quarterback record, 14-3 for Drake May, 12-5 for Matthew Stafford. Completion percentage, 72% for Drake May, really good. 65% for Matt Stafford. Passing yards, Stafford threw for about 300 more yards than him. Passing TDs, Matthew Stafford threw for 46 touchdowns. Drake May threw for 31. They both threw for 8 interceptions. I mean, they're pretty tightly, pretty tight race there between the two of them. And where it gets really interesting, Ben, is one vote. One vote could have swayed this entire thing here. And it went from a guy by the name of Sam Monson. And Sam tweeted, because somebody voted for Justin Herbert. He had one MVP vote. It was Sam. And he said, I was the Justin Herbert vote. The guy had the worst offensive line in the NFL all season. Despite that, he was working miracles in almost every game. Stafford's O-line became 2/5 as bad as Herbert's for 5 minutes, and he became a turnover howitzer. He embodied value. And so he got dragged pretty hard in his comments. He defended most of his comments. And I think he made some impressive and viable arguments for why he at least did it. One vote. Drake May lost by, though.
I will agree with some of what he said in that he tweeted, you're not just trying to vote for the best player. The most valuable player is different.
Are we overthinking that? Do people overthink that?
We always have.
If I'm voting, if you just ask me who's the best player in the NFL, I don't think Matthew Stafford's my answer. I think Josh Allen might be my answer. But I don't know that Matthew Stafford's my answer for best player. So most valuable player to
Isn't
me
Jackson Smith Najigba like the best
he
player?
was the offensive player of the year, and you could say, I think, reasonably that he's the best player. Myles Garrett, like sack machine, he's the
best
defensive
player
in the year. He might be the best player in the NFL, but defensive player never wins the MVP anymore. It almost always goes to a quarterback.
For me, it's always strictly been, if you pulled that player off of the team, how would the team have looked?
Then you might have voted for Justin Herbert if that's your rationale, because we watched enough Chargers going, man, this guy is pulling rabbits out of his hat. They have no business being in this game, and they won the game, and they made the playoffs. And it's really hard to credit anybody other than Justin Herbert for the fact that the Chargers made the playoffs this year. He was, at times, like almost single-handedly keeping that team from being a well below 500 team. So from that argument that Sam is making, he does a lot more for his team. You throw Matthew Stafford on the Chargers, I don't know if, maybe they have the same record, maybe they don't. Well, I don't know if that's the case.
I don't know. When you have to go to the hypotheticals, look, if you look at the numbers, which some people vote strictly on numbers. Some people, again, vote on value. How valuable are they to their team? All three of these guys are incredibly, incredibly valuable to their respective teams.
Stupid debate
It's such a dumb debate every single year. Justin Herbert threw 26 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. So, not a terrible year. Threw for 1,000 fewer yards than Matthew Stafford. Threw for 600 fewer yards.
But he was sacked so many more times.
He did rush for more yards than either of those guys as well. So, look, is he worthy of an MVP vote? Maybe. But that one MVP vote is what May lost by, which is nuts.
And I've supported Sam, and it's his vote. And he pointed out, the NFL has added some younger voters for different perspective. And I felt like, that was my perspective. But here's what I would ask Sam if we had him here today. If truly you believe that, and you thought if you had a chance to convince all the voters beforehand, no, here's why. Would you feel right? Would you feel good about Justin Herbert today being named the NFL MVP? If you were able to convince all your other voters why you were right, and you laid out the argument, and they announced last night and shocked the world when everyone's thinking it's going to be Drake May or Matthew Stafford, and all of a sudden they say, no, it's Justin Herbert. And apparently it's because this guy Sam convinced all of the voters that it should be Justin Herbert. Would we really be happy about that outcome? No one would be happy about that outcome. Yeah. We think it was insane that Justin Herbert won the MVP award, which means it's kind of insane that he got even a vote. to be the MVP.
And I don't get the sense that this guy was being cute. I don't get the sense that he was devaluing Drake May or
I think he overthought it.
Justin Herbert. But again, Christian McCaffrey. Where are the Niners without him? Like, do they make the playoffs without Christian McCaffrey?
He was the comeback player of the year.
He was.
I feel like we kind of screwed ourselves up by just calling it the most valuable player when we mostly mean the best player. Like sometimes those overlap. Like Shohei Ohtani, for example, is the best player and he's the most valuable player.
Correct.
Like there's really no denying it. But how is Michael Jordan not the MVP every single year?
I've been guilty of overthinking things at times.
Really?
Yeah. This is an example of someone overthinking it.
Yeah, we've all been there.
The choice was obvious. It was obvious between two people, and I think there was a legitimate case for either Drake May or Matthew Stafford, but not for anyone else this year. You're thinking way too much about it if you're trying to pull a vote for someone else in that situation.
Yeah, it's happened in baseball. I mentioned A-Rod in 2003. They had a losing record with the Texas Rangers, but he was so good. Ernie Banks actually won two consecutive with the Chicago Cubs. Losing records both seasons. Baseball, a little bit different, but
no one can ever expect a baseball player to lift their team
by himself
single-handedly to like the playoffs or a winning record.
Can't be done.
Part of it, of being a quarterback, is you need to have a good season.
Correct.
Now, the Chargers did make the play. How many of the Chargers won? 12 games?
They were 12-5.
12-5. It's not, that's not a crazy difference between 14-3 or what
I think
Matthew Stafford went 12-5 as well. Right. So you can't say that the Rams had an appreciably better season than the Chargers did when they had the exact same record. This is a regular season award. So between those two, that's not if you're talking about that's not totally out of bounds. But
Shohei won. I think he won an MVP with the Angels. They had a losing record. Of course. He's such a unicorn, though.
Mike Trout must have won many MVPs with a losing record because, he won it almost every year.
Andre Dawson.
Never had
a lot of Cubs in here, man. A lot of losing records. It's really good players. But yeah, so in football, it is a different animal altogether. I thought they got it right. I thought Matthew Stafford's probably the MVP.
Can't really argue against it.
It's hard to argue against it. Drake May, that's pretty awesome for him to be in that company. And again, this guy though, he's got to be sweating it a little bit. One vote really kind of cost him. So, and he was that one vote that.
And he said he was going to vote. He would have voted for May. Like, do we know that?
Did he say that?
Well, I'm just saying, like, what if he didn't vote for Herbert, but he voted for Stafford? Then May loses by 2 votes.
I do think he said he was going to vote for May in one of the many, many threads that he spent hours last night defending this on Twitter, which, you can question the smarts behind that, or the it just doesn't. You're not going to change anybody's mind. So
I think we'd be better served if we just said the best player award or the most most impressive or something like that. Because
the MIP, the minor in possession, which I was ticketed for many, many years ago. Got caught with beer.
When will Shohei Ohtani lose then?
When he gets hurt and doesn't play.
Well, that's about it, right?
About it.
And that's kind of the way it should be. Like I just said, like Michael Jordan only has 5 MVP awards. Like, that's ridiculous.
It is kind of ridiculous.
That anybody in his prime, any other player got an MVP. It's like we can't just give it to the same
charity.
guy every year.
It was their charity. Let's give it to Karl Malone. Like
Kobe Bryant and LeBron James in their prime, and then let's give a couple to Steve Nash. We can't just give it to these guys every single year.
People like a little variety sometimes.
Spice it up.
Yeah. Mike Vrabel, Coach of the Year. I can't imagine anyone has an issue with that.
No doubt.
And they also announced the new class for the Canton Hall of Fame after all the controversy. No Bill Belichick, no Robert Kraft, but Drew Brees voted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. Always liked Drew. We got to be at an event with him a few years ago.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What were we doing? MCing something?
He made so much out of we were MCing something down in Mission Valley. No, it was down at that hotel, Mission Valley, the Town and Country. Yeah. I believe we were at the Town and Country with Drew Brees. The details beyond that are escaping me.
Oh, we had to do some game on.
Yeah.
Did we do some big game with like a big board?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, it was the Sports Association auction. It was the grand prize.
That's right.
They eliminated all the numbers.
I've retired from all of that. So you know.
Drew Brees to me made so much out of his career.
Oh, yeah.
Guy who didn't really look the part of Hall of Fame quarterback and was about to be done with his career after a couple of years in San Diego. They'd already moved on. They had drafted Phillip Rivers and then turned it around and obviously then went to New Orleans and had his incredible career and won his Super Bowl. And I'm happy for Drew Brees. Also, Larry Fitzgerald, great wide receiver. Adam Vinatieri, one of the greatest kickers of all time. Roger Craig, the old 49ers running back, getting in, and Luke Kuechly getting in to the Hall of Fame as well.
That one surprised me, and I was very happy to see that he got in because I think some people might have knocked him for having a shorter career.
Yeah, shorter.
He's one of the best defensive players I've ever seen take the field. He was so good, and I personally commend him for going, you know what, my heart maybe isn't in this anymore, and I'm looking at some of the long-term effects that guys are having. He's like, I think I'm good at this point, and I'm going to walk away from the game. I think that's a little bit admirable, actually.
And I think we'll see more of that, in the future, like shorter careers can't
Andrew
be held
Luck
against
was like
NFL
right after
players.
him.
Yeah. Because, well, it's the NFL, and some people want to have a quality of life after it's over. Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios, we know how. 1 hour remaining. We'll have our biggest fan and our Reindl Report headlines all coming up next year on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Final hour this week of Ben and Woods.
Mercifully.
Got our Reindl Report headlines coming up momentarily. Next week, kind of a normal week, I believe. And then we've got a holiday in a week from Monday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the spring training trip just 2 weeks away now.
Got to be firing on all cylinders when we get out there.
You don't think we are?
No, I mean, like, we just got to remember to keep firing on all cylinders. Keep up the good work is what I'm saying, Paulie. That's an order.
Keep it up.
That's not a compliment. It's an order.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the good work. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else. Or else I'm going to have to make all of our Instagram reels.
So I know pitchers and catchers report next Tuesday ahead of the first workout on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't realize. So players in the WBC also report, I think, on Thursday. So it's very quick. And the first full squad
Say that
workout
again.
next. Pitchers and catchers report on Tuesday, but any other position players who are going to leave for the WBC, they have an earlier reporting date on Thursday ahead of the full squad report date, which is like Saturday or something, or Sunday.
So they have to, if you're going to play in the WBC, congratulations. You got to get your ass out to Peoria a little earlier.
A little early, a couple
Ooh,
extra
I like
days
that.
to get everything done.
I saw a cool graphic
before you ship on out.
Yesterday by our San Diego Padres featuring all of the players that were going to be playing in
the WBC.
And
couple surprises.
You got Alec Jacob,
Italy,
and Ron Marinaccio.
Italy.
Oh, there he is. Mason Miller, Team USA. Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., and my goat, Wandy Peralta, all playing for the Dominican Republic team. Yuki Matsui is playing for Japan, and Xander Bogaerts playing for the Netherlands. So there you go. Where's Jackson Merrill? They didn't want to taste of Jackson Merrill out in center field.
Got a lot of outfielders
For Team USA.
I don't know.
Let's do we have the rosters for the?
Yeah, they were all released yesterday.
Lay it
Why
on
don't
me.
you look it up while I do
will.
the biggest fan announcement right now? If you hear your name called, you'll have 10 minutes to call us back at 833-288-0973. Qualify for the grand prize, 20 tickets for you and your friends for a night in our Odyssey Suite at a Padres game this coming season, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. And this morning's biggest fan is Fernando Espinosa from Chula Vista. Fernando Espinosa from Chula Vista, you're now on the clock. Call us 833-288-0973. Everybody else, register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest fan.
Team USA is absolutely stacked.
So is the Dominican Republic.
They are. This is pretty nasty, though. Here, I'm going to rip through this. Corbin Carroll, Byron Buxton, and Aaron Judge is your outfield. Alex Bregman, Bobby Witt Jr., Gunnar Henderson, and Bryce Harper is your infield. Cal Raleigh is your catcher. Kyle Schwarber is your DH. The rotation, Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens, Logan Webb, Joe Ryan, Nolan McLean. The bullpen, Clayton Kershaw, Matthew Boyd, Garrett Clevenger, Clay Holmes, Griffin Jacks, Brad Keller, Michael Waka, Gabe Spire, David Bednar, Garrett Whitlock, Mason Miller. Your closer. Your bench is Will Smith, Bryce Terang, Ernie Clement, Paul Goldschmidt, and PCA. Just an absolutely stacked team, a nasty rotation. Almost embarrassing if you guys lose, I would say. Like, it's one of those, the pressure in my mind, the pressure is on.
I mean, always there's been pressure, but
it's never been like this. We've never had
win.
pitching like this. Never. Our pitching has never been like this. We had Waino and those guys. Like, this is Skubal, Skeens, and Webb and Joe Ryan are your first four. And the bullpen is nasty. Oh, my God. Bobby
but the
Witt
Dominican
Jr.
Republic has Wandy, so.
They do. Wandy trying to get that ground ball off Bryce Harper is going to be elite television watching.
One thing that I was wondering about, Cuba's team was announced, and they always do it a little bit differently. Like Adrian Morejon, not on the Cuban roster. Obviously, he's good enough if he had, been eligible, but they generally pick from the guys who haven't defected and left Cuba for their roster. Oh, they did see Yohan Moncada is on the team, but other than that, it's not a lot of names you've heard of on the Cuban roster.
Okay.
So those are your some of your World Baseball Classic teams.
Well, Paulie's got another WBC story in the Reindl Report. Do you not?
I do.
It's an interesting one.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
Happy
All
Friday, gentlemen.
Happy Friday, buddy.
We'll just keep it rolling with the WBC. Team Puerto Rico has been in the news
in shambles
a lot over the last week. Where they even going to be able to play or not in the World Baseball Classic? One guy for sure that won't be playing for Team Puerto Rico is Javi Baez. And you're going, okay, well, what happened? What did he do? Was it a visa issue? Anything like that? No, he's actually serving a suspension. Okay, well, what happened? What did he do?
What did he do? Must have done something terrible.
Well, he used a little bit of, I guess Ben can probably say it easier than me.
Loose cannabis?
You know,
that
cannabis,
precludes
of
you
course.
from
Ganja,
participating
aka cannabis.
in the WBC.
It can. Now, the interesting part here was this was not like last week.
He
This
didn't
was not last
pop a dirty
month.
test like
Well, he
yesterday.
did.
Yeah, not
Just-
yesterday.
This was from 2003, March of 2003. Javi Baez failed a drug test. It came up with some cannabis. And so he
Failed a drug test for whom? Because if you're in the big leagues,
they get randomly tested all the time.
You can smoke weed in the big leagues.
You can.
100%.
This is not a Major League Baseball sanctioned event.
Is it like the Olympics, like the international?
It's a little bit like that. So he received a 2-year period of ineligibility from World Baseball Softball Confederation events, of which the WBC is one of them. His first suspension period was April of 2024, and that goes until April of 2026. And so in that 2-year period, that of course means the WBC falls into that period. So they went back. He got popped in 2023 for cannabis, marijuana, and that's against the World Baseball Softball Confederation event.
The WBC drug test.
So
You're
if they had
telling me everybody
suspended-
else passed that test?
So if they had
Holy
suspended him faster, like if they had suspended him right away, the suspension would be over by now. But because they didn't start the suspension until 2024 in
Correct.
April, he's
A
still
year later,
serving it.
Yeah, he March 2023 fails the drug test. April 2024
So
suspension
all the players
starts.
who are in the WBC right now, if they test positive in this WBC, will they not be eligible for the next one? Or
everybody must get stoned. Almost got me. I had a big drink of water and not know that was coming. Weed.
This is a global committee
Global.
or whatever.
It's true. What's funny is like, hey, yeah, sure, I can play at the in the big leagues and make $28 million a year and get high literally every day.
I'm
if I
not
want
saying
to.
it's right. You know me. I'm not
I
saying
do.
it's right.
I do know.
I'm just saying there are still countries where like they'll kill you if you smoke
That's
weed.
also
so,
true.
You know, I guess that's kind of where this is falling under. It's not an MLB thing, like I said.
That's crazy, man. 3 years ago, essentially.
feel how you want about marijuana, but for a lot of the guys, it's a much better alternative
Oh,
than
alcohol. Yep.
alcohol,
Other
pills,
drugs.
Yep.
other things that they could be using, to whatever they need it for. Ganja, aka cannabis.
We know you're a fan. You know. You
I
said-
think it's too bad. I
said
think
it
Javi Baez is
many
getting a
times.
bad rap.
Well, and Javi Baez is a fun player to watch in the WBC. I want to see him. And I won't get a chance.
Maybe he didn't want to play, and this is an easy way for him to get out of it.
Yeah. I really didn't want to be there. So, well, I don't know. It bums me out.
All right, we'll switch gears. We'll go back to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady has caught a lot of flack this week because he's not calling the game. This is a NBC Peacock broadcast, I believe, but he's still doing Radio Row and all the different shows and podcasts this week up in Santa Clara. And so Tom Brady said his official quote was, "I don't have a dog in the fight in this one. May the best team win."
Don't you, in fact, have a big, giant, old dog in the fight?
Matter of fact, yes is the answer to that question. Now, Tom Brady was not part of this one, but there was another show happening Super Bowl week. Vince Wilfork, famous defensive tackle for the Patriots, and Teddy Bruschi were talking about Tom Brady's comments. Both huge Patriots guys. Here's what they said on Tom Brady not having a dog in the fight.
That's bull crap, Tom. This ain't political. It ain't political what it is. Raiders ain't in it. Say what it is. Right. What you see. Man, look, at the end of the day, if you're a Patriot for life, you know what it is. Don't give me that political bull crap. That's just what it is. If you don't think we're going to win, just pick Seattle then. Don't straddle the fence.
That's the way Tom feels. I got a big dog in the race. I'm telling you that right now. That's my boy right there. Okay. You know, Vrabel, 8-year teammate, you know, like a brother of mine. I mean, all of us, really. I mean, it's like we've got a dog in the fight because there's no other way I'm going. I mean, I've loved the way this team is played. I've loved the way they've won.
Asante Samuel did a podcast too, and then was like, if you don't respond to me in 24 hours, I'm going to tell everybody on the planet who you really are, Tom Brady. I was like, geez, dude. I mean, I wouldn't, as Dominic said, I wouldn't want Vince Wilfork upset with me either. Or Teddy Bruschi. My God.
Is anybody mad if Tom Brady were to have picked a side officially there?
If he says,
he's like, come on. Of course I'm rooting for the Patriots. Like, I don't know. Is it because he's an owner? Is it because he's a broadcaster? I don't know.
The bitterness, maybe, of how they let him go.
Is he really trying to be neutral because he's a broadcaster and now he's with the Raiders? Or does he just really not care about the Patriots? Kind of, messy exit
moved on.
Has moved on with his life. You don't have to be defined forever by the team you were on, especially.
But you kind of are.
I mean, are there any guys left on the team that played with Tom Brady when he was on the Patriots?
Played with Vrabel, though.
He did play with
for
Vrabel,
Bob
who's the
Kraft.
coach.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, the Cowboys would have to get to a Super Bowl, which is never going to happen. But if the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl and it's a Fox broadcast and Troy Aikman's there doing media all week,
expect him to root for
I'm not going to get mad when he's like, come on, who do you mean? Who am I rooting for?
I mean, he's a Buck for life, too, because he won a Super Bowl with the Bucks. Or does he have to be a Patriot? Does he get to choose?
Honest to God, I think he has to be a Patriot.
He has to be a Patriot.
I honestly think that's the right answer. You have to be a Patriot. Like, you are part of the Patriot way.
I mean, Jerry Rice, if the Niners are in the Super Bowl, he's rooting for the Niners.
Yeah, of course.
Even though he played on the Raiders,
Joe Montana
played on a couple other teams. Joe Montana.
So many of those guys, though, just allow that to define
who
they are the rest of their life. It's the easy way to go.
He's fine.
No, he's fine, but it's the easy way to go is just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to embrace my patriotness forever and just be a hero.
No one would care.
New England. You're right. It's the easy way to go because no one would be mad at him, but
I think he looks phony by not saying
I do too.
He's
I think he looks
you
like
think
a
so?
phony.
You don't think he's allowed to go a different way and go, I don't need to be defined by being a patriot for the rest of my life?
That's not what he said, though, because I don't have a dog in the fight. You do have a dog in the fight. Yeah. The team that drafted you.
He was a quarterback for that team
and won 6
against
Super
the
Bowls.
Seahawks in the Super Bowl like 10 years ago. You've seen that play a million times now.
That's crazy.
Like, he was on the field for the Patriots. Of course he's rooting for the Patriots. I think he looks phony by just being like, I'm going to play right down the middle.
I don't know that he's actually rooting for the Patriots.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not.
Then pick Seattle.
Say that. I'd have more respect for you. He said,
I think he did.
I don't like them. No, he said,
did.
I don't have a dog in the fight. Oh, did he pick Seattle, though? That's who he said was going to win?
I don't know who he picked, but isn't by saying I don't have a dog in the fight. I mean, I have no rooting interest in this game. I don't care about either team more than the other.
I would be pissed if I was a Patriots fan, just like Elisa said. If I was a Pats fan, I'd be losing my mind.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure they are.
Oh, yeah.
You heard his former teammates. That's good stuff.
Interesting. All right, and then we'll wrap it up. A little food talk on a Friday. McDonald's is launching a new promotional campaign as we get closer and closer to Valentine's Day. They're offering
nothing says I love you like a dinner at Mickey D's.
Candlelit.
Yeah.
Probably not. So that's why McDonald's had to spice it up a little bit.
Okay.
They are introducing a McNugget caviar kit to enhance and fancyify your McDonald's experience.
Okay.
So it's a limited time partnership with Paramount Caviar. They're going to bring McDonald's fans a premium product for free. By the way, you have to sign up and get it. It's online. You have this is going to start on the 10th. What's today? The 6th.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, I think.
All right.
So Tuesday, you can go and you got to go to McNuggetCaviar.com to sign up for the limited supply. These kits will not be available in McDonald's stores, but basically you're going to get a fancy little box with some McNuggets in there and then a little tin of caviar to enhance your experience.
Good branding. The black and yellow, I think, is a good.
Says each kit includes a 1 ounce tin of McNugget caviar, a $25 arch card for chicken McNuggets, creme fraiche, and a mother of pearl caviar spoon. What is that?
What was that?
Ad on one of the internet.
Pornography.
Yeah, right. That was an ad for some CBS show. And you get a mother of pearl caviar spoon for serving with your McNuggets.
You, of course, eat caviar off a mother of pearl spoon.
You do.
Because it doesn't interact with the caviar. It helps preserve the caviar ocean flavor that you get better than like a metallic spoon would wreck the.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
Or like a plastic spoon?
Yeah, you have to have a mother of pearl spoon to do it right.
Do you, would you eat this McDonald's caviar? What's the brand of caviar? You said it's
Paramount.
Paramount.
It's a.
Is that a good one?
I've never heard of Paramount.
How do you say Bayeri sturgeon caviar?
Sure.
McDonald's put out a press release. They said, what makes this pairing so iconic? The crispy golden goodness of our signature McNuggets and the salty, savory black pearls of Paramount's Bayeri sturgeon caviar make a true match made in heaven for the special occasions in life.
You know, it's funny because I still think if you went to your girlfriend or partner and said, yes, we're going to have McDonald's, but it's different McDonald's. It's caviar. I'd still think that would be an issue. I just do.
Of course.
You gotta have some stake in the game, I think, before you can get to that point, maybe. I mean, last year
this can't be like a first.
That was like our 6th or 5th Valentine's Day. We blew off our reservations.
Yes, I remember.
The wait was like 3 hours long, even with reservations. We said, let's go to In-N-Out. We had In-N-Out on Valentine's Day.
Sounds fantastic.
And we were outstanding. It was fine. It was perfect.
It sounds like you're not, going to the drive-through and they're just going in the back for their tin of caviar.
You got to go online.
It's sent
enter
to you.
win.
It's a contest. So
yeah.
I'm not too worried about necessarily the caviar. It probably would go decently with the chicken McNugget. I mean,
there's not too much that doesn't go with a chicken McNugget from Mickey D's.
It's a good, fairly neutral base.
They taste better now than they used to. They do taste better. You can tell they've improved that product a little bit.
I'm fancy, Ben. I don't dislike caviar, but it's not something that I actively seek out.
No, I would hope not.
Definitely got to do the caviar.
I've only had caviar one time, and it was a long time ago.
Did
not like it.
I'm hoping the missus this year says, let's not, like Valentine's Day, we didn't even, like our anniversary, we didn't even do anything. I had baseball practice, so I think got to do something, flowers, something.
I believe it falls on a Saturday night too this year.
Yep.
Oh, we have a scrimmage that day. Babe, I'd like to invite you to this scrimmage because that's romantic and sweet. But yeah, I just like to just get out of it, to be honest. We all would. Corny.
Unless it goes well for you.
Well, maybe. She does like to watch me coach. I'll tell you that. She really does. It gets her fired up. I don't know why, but she's like, she really loves.
Turns her on.
Yeah, it turns her on a little bit, I think, when she sees me coaching, screaming at kids and stuff.
Do you ever bring like your whistle into the
No,
bedroom?
I don't bring a whistle because it's baseball practice. So I don't really have a whistle.
Walk into your bedroom tonight with your clipboard.
Just my whistle.
Your bullhorn.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. Scrimmage. Time to get started. All right. Let's go to break.
All right. We will check traffic. We will come back. I think we're going to spin the topic wheel a little bit. Going until 10 o'clock here with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station.
I'd like to play some Ben Bunny again.
Oh, we'll definitely do that again as well.
Bunny back in the mix.
Missed it.
If you missed it, you're
back
going
at
to want
7
to hear
o'clock.
this.
Yeah, the alternate halftime show. For the big game, speaking of the big game, it's your last chance to do daily fantasy and football season with Prize Picks this Sunday. If you haven't signed up yet, this is the perfect time to get started. You're just picking against the numbers, setting your lineups with 2 to 6 players, and you get all the players available from both teams, Seattle and New England, on Sunday, and winning real money while you watch the game with everybody else with Prize Picks. Just download the app at the Prize Picks website and use the code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. And during the big game, make sure you take advantage of the max discount that is live in the app right now. Drake May, just one passing yard for the max discount to win. Just add another player to your lineup. You hit those 2 picks, you can win cash right away. And when you win, you can immediately get your cash withdrawn from the app with Venmo or Apple Pay or MasterCard or more. They make it fun. They make it easy. It's Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Sounds so good.
You big Super Bowl commercials fan?
Sure. We do this every year. We've done this bit.
I know.
Every year, this happens. Oh, my God. Did you see the Coors commercial? Oh, no, I missed it. I almost forget to pay attention, and I end up always missing the best ones, and then I have to go back and dig and find them. But I do like them. I do. I laugh or snicker or mock every year, the ones that I do end up catching, but I always forget them. I always forget.
I've seen
Forget to pay attention.
Headlines like, they're playing a little more safe this year. Don't expect quite as outrageous of Super Bowl ads, but I guess we'll find out for sure on Sunday.
You know what I haven't seen this year, and maybe it will happen today or tomorrow, but the leaks, there's always like
been a couple.
Have there? Yeah. There's always like tons and tons of like, I saw this on Twitter 4 days ago. I didn't see a lot of that this year.
And I don't know, people that are paid in marketing, they know the answer to these questions much more than we do. Like, was that beneficial to the companies to get it out, get the ad out there for like a week leading up to it, so people are like, where is it going to be? Like, I'm looking for that commercial, or are they like, I can go to the bathroom or something now because I've already seen all the commercials.
I liked I just remember last year the Dunkin' Donuts one with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I thought it was great. Yeah. I loved it. I loved a couple different iterations of it. I laughed my ass off. I thought it was awesome. So I do look forward to the commercials. I look forward to the game. I like the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's fun. A lot of pomp and circumstance. The thing I would like more than anything is if someone could tell me exactly when it started. And I mean exactly. Like, hey man, kickoff games at 3:30, kickoff's gonna be 4:48. So I know kind of how to plan around it because I do get a little bored with the opening stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it says officially 3:30.
That's not kickoff.
That's kickoff. I think
kickoff.
The broadcast starts at 3.
Okay.
The pregame show starts at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
But then the actual game broadcast starts at 3, but you don't get the kickoff. I mean, that's when you get the national anthem.
You think the kickoff will actually be at 3:30?
I do. I think
like foot to ball?
I think it'll be at 3:30.
Okay.
I'd say within 3:30 to 3:35, you're probably okay.
All right. No, I'm looking forward to it. Got a couple birthday parties and wrap that up, run home, watch a game, and try to remember to pay attention to the commercials.
That means the halftime will hit right around 5 or a little before, 4:55 to 5.
Yep.
Middle of the game.
It's going to be Bad Bunny, who, by the way, immortalized one of our superstars here in Fernando Tatis Jr. Name checked him many years ago in a song. So obviously love that.
I believe in a very provocative way.
And
will that song be part of the haltime show? Could we hear?
I hope so.
Hear the Tatis name during
would be
the
unbelievable.
Super Bowl halftime show.
That's like a 4 or 5 year old song.
Yeah.
So maybe
in his medley. And the medley is what we all appreciate the most in a Super Bowl. I don't really like medleys. If I go to a concert, if I go to see a band play, please don't jam 4 of your best hits together. Stretch them out. Okay. Like, please, if Oasis had done Wonderwall, Champagne Supernova, Don't Look Back in a medley, I would have started throwing stuff on the stage.
Supernova, we're calling it.
I would have been throwing stuff at the stage, but they didn't. They gave you the full taste. You can't do it. You can't go out and play 4 of your hits at the Super Bowl, and you don't want to just play one song.
Right. You got like 13 minutes.
You got to jam that medley. And listen,
you got to throw in some sort of cover of someone else's song, usually 2 there.
Exactly.
You've got a lot to get to.
Bring out a guest.
A short amount of time.
Any song where you had a collaboration,
got to bring them out.
Big, bring them out. 100%.
So listen, we understand, there's people that are not happy about Bad Bunny, and they are going to seek alternative viewing options at during halftime. And we wanted to make sure that we gave our tier ones, who I think are very excited about Bad Bunny, we wanted to give them another option too. And here it is. It's Bad Bunny.
The National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show.
Live from the studios of 97.3 The Fan. Good morning, San Diego, and welcome to Ben.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. And I'm too sexy for Milan. Too sexy for Milan, New York, and Japan. I'm too sexy for your body. Too sexy for your body. In a way, I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean. And I do my little turn on the catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Oh, here we go.
You know the Blue Moon song? For some reason, I made it my mission to be able to sing that one, the doo-wop version of that.
Right.
Bump 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 dang 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 ding dong ding blue moon blue moon dip 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 blue 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 moon dip 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 blue 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 blue.
There's your special guest.
Dip 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 bump 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 dang 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 ding dong ding blue moon.
Loved it. They loved it.
I wanted to thank everybody in the audience this morning. Just you guys are absolutely incredible. Your passion drives us, gets me up in the morning, really, really early in the morning to do this. And I don't even mind it anymore.
I don't even mind it anymore.
All right, here we go. She had a place in his life.
Wow.
He never made her think twice.
All right.
As he rises to her apology, anybody else would surely know he's watching her go. But what a fool believes.
Wow, the crowd loves it.
Man. Is that it?
No,
you want to do one more?
One more.
We got to do one more.
Oh, the grand finale.
The crowd stopper.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want. Everything? Everything. Oh, don't do that, baby. Hold on this. Oh, sock it to me. Miso. 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 Morning. We love you long time. Sitting at home with my on hard. So I got the black book for a freak call, picked up the telephone, then dialed the 7 digits, said, yo, this is Marquis, baby. Are you down with it? I arrived at her house, knocked on the door, not having no idea of what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning.
Yes.
I have an appetite for sex. Get me so. Morning. Miso. Morning. Miso. Miso. Morning. Me love you long time.
I mean,
thank you, San Diego.
That's that was the last song. That was the one that the NFL was hoping Ben wouldn't play.
And
He did it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's like on the cover of Rolling Stone. They're like, I can't believe what a rebel he is. Please don't play me so horny. We're begging you. He's like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's up there with Prince for me. U2 I really loved. It's right up there. It's right up there with some of the best Super Bowl halftime performances. In the variety, it spans the generations.
That's right.
Of
Different genres.
Different genres.
Really.
He's a good medley.
I'm a diverse artist.
He is. God, you really get your fingers in a lot of pies.
Can you imagine if they did a Super Bowl halftime show and started rocking oldies from the 50s and 60s?
Come on, baby! Like, just like, oh no, this let's do the twist. Come on, darling.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's still alive. It's Chubby Checker.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It made me laugh so hard. Now, that's too long to put out on Instagram, right?
Yeah, we can put it up there.
Can you?
Yeah, it's like 4 minutes.
It won't be a story, but you can click.
put it as
You
a
always hit
post.
that. Remember how you have to click the button where it says "click here" for the whole reel.
And sometimes you never know. Is this like a minute and a half long video, and then you're like, "Whoa, there's like seven more minutes left."
But I could listen to that on repeat because it just gets better and better. The crowd when he hits like the high notes and Michael McDonald is unbelievable.
Paul, what you really nailed is that, and I'm not a concert goer like you are, but when the crowd identifies the bars of the song, and you instantly hear the volume rise.
Let's see here. Here's your first one. My favorite part of putting this all together was by far, I said it earlier, the stage banter.
Stage banter is elite.
And literally just pulling like random talk segments from random parts of random shows and being like, that can work.
I could use that. I love the banter.
You know the Blue Moon song? For some reason, I made it my mission to be able to sing that one. The doo-wop version of that.
Yeah! It's like Eddie Vedder when he gets on stage sometimes. You're like, that's it. Play a song! and I came here and we got together for what 2 years, and
just like him with Don and Mud.
I wrote.
Too.
Oh my God! I wrote this song at once. It was it you, Jeff? Or,
if anybody has not heard
it was Mike.
Eddie Vedder recently, you're not exaggerating at all. Go look up an interview that he's done in the last couple of years.
And believe me, Woods loves Eddie Vedder.
I love Eddie Vedder. But I will be honest with you. I kind of respect the bands that come out and just thank you. Here we go. La, 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 la. Like they just rip through it. I mean, Liam Gallagher, he banters, but you're like, I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing. And so, you put up with it. But Eddie will drag on. And then the band is like, all right, start playing. Right. They start playing Go or something in the background. He's, oh, okay. All right, here we go. Like,
I don't mind the banter, but keep it quick. Learn from Bad Benny.
I wanted to thank everybody in the audience this morning.
Yeah. Thank you.
You guys are absolutely incredible. Your passion drives us. Gets me up in the morning, really, really early in the morning to do this. And I don't even mind it anymore.
I don't even mind
it. Actually, I say it.
I like when you say I don't even mind it. Not I love this.
I
love this. I don't even mind doing it anymore.
And I don't even mind it anymore.
Just being honest, most people mind getting up as early as we do.
It's so good, Paulie. Such an excellent job. And that is amazing. Just
we got to take one last time out. When we come back, we will wrap things up on a Friday, finish our week out strong. Don't go away. More Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Well, guest on Bennett Woods appear on the David P. Shapiro Fan Hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Had Darren Smith on earlier today. He was excellent as always.
Always.
And want to thank the Tier 1s for another great week as we get a little closer to baseball season next week. Officially, spring training will be underway from the Peoria Sports Complex with live daily updates from our friend Spring Training Sammy.
Start that on Tuesday?
I believe Tuesday.
Nice.
Yes.
Can't wait.
When pitchers and catchers officially report.
Woo-hoo.
And Greg Stammen does his first of probably 680
scrums,
total media scrums from the start of spring training until the end of the season, whenever that comes.
I want to reach out to our friends in the PR department and be like, get a little clicker and just keep track all year long of the scrums for manager.
I mean, daily spring training, at least once, sometimes more, twice a day for every game, plus the various odds and ends of other pressers and news conferences throughout the year.
Do they do before and after during spring training?
I think they do before and after spring training
Usually
as
come
well.
out and do
At
a
least when the
morning.
games are. Before the games start, it's just the one and then like 9 a.m. in the morning. We're
Yep.
always sitting right there for that one. But then once they start playing the games, he usually checks in with the media again at the end of the game in case there was any injuries or
Injury or
updates you want to get updated on. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And then there's a lot of extracurricular things that you have to do. I saw, they were talking about the press release. There was a press release that was sent out about the conferences that they have to go to learn about now the pitch clock the what do you call it? The challenge system, all that. Like they got to get all dialed in on the new rules.
They're actually next week going to be doing a media thing.
Yeah, I
where
saw
they're going to
that.
be putting out videos and stuff. So I'm sure there'll be some content for us next week. So lots to look forward to. We're going to wrap things up. First, though, one last check of traffic with Kelly here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com. Here's Kelly Danick.
This traffic report supports Fentanyl-Free America, brought to you by the San Diego DEA. Got a couple of problems here. One of them is a solo spin out westbound 8 right at the northbound 15 connector ramp. Also reports of a hit and run crash eastbound 78 before Nordall Road. No details as to whether that's blocking any lanes. Families laughing, parents cheering, futures filled with hope. The American dream is possible when our country is fentanyl free. Protect communities, prevent fentanyl overdoses, and support those impacted. Learn how to protect your loved ones from fentanyl at dea.gov/fentanyl free. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Just enough time probably for one good spin of the topic wheel before we say goodbye for the week.
All right,
Paulie?
see what we get. If you could master one skill instantly, what would it be?
Ooh, man, one skill.
A little bit different than if you could have any superpower. Or
Right.
anything
No,
like
this
that.
is like a
You
real
can
skill
master
that
a
human
skill.
beings have. Ooh.
Mastery of a skill. I know for like my job, I mean, Paulie does it pretty well so far. I was still learning yesterday, but like being a master video editor would be really cool for what I do.
Yeah.
There's so many tricks. Like yesterday, I was putting together a story on Padres potential ownership, and they were showing me, it's called magnetic masking, where I can like slide in graphics behind me, like my shoulder, like it was behind my shoulder, like, but it's really amazing what you can do with video editing nowadays. But there's so many things you need to learn, and I am far from a master at it.
Something like a skill. What about golf? Wouldn't you pick golf? Or is that a hobby?
I mean, I guess.
What is a skill? Like welding?
I mean, can you master golf? I mean, Scotty Scheffler's the best in the world. He chunked one yesterday. You can never totally master golf.
Skill. Love making. I got that. It's already done.
The tango.
Cooking a skill?
Yes.
I would love to master cooking.
Master chef. Just whip up every kids every night they came in. My dream.
It's both useful, enjoyable, because you get to eat great food, and impressive, like knife skills.
So impressive.
It's true.
Your kid, imagine your children walking in. Dad, what's for dinner? Oh, yes. It will never happen in my home. It's spaghetti, chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, chicken breast, ground beef, meatloaf.
Basics.
The basics. Grilled cheese. Did I say that? Yeah. I mean,
do you ever try to fancify
I do.
meals a little bit?
I do. I really do. And it never really works.
Do you make your own meatballs?
No. I'd like to try. I think I could do it. But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort.
If you master cooking, though, like even the basics are so good. Like I think about.
You ever watch that movie Chef?
Oh yeah. With,
John Favreau.
John Favreau.
Bro, when he's making his kid that grilled cheese, you're like, you start to drool like Ben reading a Trajan
I was
spot.
thinking about like little scenes in The Bear, like when Sydney would be in her apartment and it was literally like spaghetti and meatballs or something basic, and it looks like the greatest meal ever.
She's like shaving Parmesan cheese on it instead of using the Kraft,
the
green shaker. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah, cooking is it. That's what I would do. I would master the art of cooking.
Just when they get it started and they chop up the garlic and the onions and the carrots and
the prep for it.
And they just put getting that started. You know, whatever is going to turn, it's going to turn out really well at the end.
The funny thing is about cooking, I actually really enjoy it. I really, really like cooking for people, even the ingrates that live in my home. I don't mind cooking for the ingrates that live in my home. I like to do it. I'm just not all that great at it. Not that great on the griddle, not that good on the grill. The only guy on the planet that couldn't use a Traeger, couldn't figure it out. But I really enjoy the process of cooking food.
You often make spaghetti.
Often.
Do you ever upgrade and try ravioli or lasagna or something?
No.
You could do lasagna.
I don't want.
I know.
I don't like it
people
that
want
much.
to eat it. You don't like
No,
lasagna?
I don't like it
I
that
love
much.
lasagna.
I really don't. I don't like those flappy noodles, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
lasagna
like them.
noodles.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Huh?
They dome me out a little bit.
I thought about like my wife is really good at cooking,
Yeah.
and like she cooks for me, and it's like a gift. You know, it's like her like look, here you go, like this
Yes.
is for you. I wish I could return that favor.
Marry
I'm
her.
not good in the kitchen. Like I'm just not.
Marry her, Paulie.
She'll bring cookies to people in her office or whatever, and they're delicious. And like I wish I could like give that gift to other people.
You can make an audio montage of her at some point.
Yeah, you could. You could. I don't like the noodles. Sorry.
All right, that's it for us. We will be back Monday morning at 6 a.m. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Enjoy the big game on Sunday. Until Monday morning, for Paulie Reindl and Stephen Woods, I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Friday from all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.